us. We're live. I think. Maybe. Now we are.
No, we're not.
Are we live?
I think so. I'm really good at this
check
thing.
1 2 1 2.
I'm good at this. I'm good at this streaming thing.
You're on AFK screen? Oh, okay.
No.
You're good.
I was swapping between screens. Okay. I keep trying to use my WASD to move my screen. It's gonna make me
Try harder.
It's gonna make me very sad not being able to use that. I'm gonna try it all day because I've been playing a lot of Timberborn, and that's how you move.
Timberborn?
Yeah. So you're rebuilding society after humanity has had its downfall.
Okay.
As beavers.
Okay.
What?
The Great Beaver Empire.
Yeah, you're beavers.
Right.
There's two kinds. There's two groups. There's the folktails and there's the iron teeth. So, folktales are like what you would imagine an industrious, intelligent beaver to be like, right? Iron teeth are more, into iron and stuff like that.
And they grow in a tube.
Yeah, they use breeding tubes, where the folktales do it the old-fashioned way. The iron teeth use breeding tubes. Which is nice, because as their god, I can control the amount that there are. And I have real good control over that, whereas the folktales, they will just bang themselves into oblivion.
All right.
Like,
snoo.
Yeah. One sec. All right. Before we start news, anybody have any news? Any special upcoming streams? Nags, Stabs, Panda, J-Dog. This is an opportunity to promote yourselves to yourselves. I think you guys are the only ones in chat still.
What you want news? What do you mean by news? It was New Year's.
That's fair.
I caught up to the rest
I
of the
got
party
stuck at
in
my
terms of
mom's
levels.
in Kingston. If other people are talking, I can't hear them.
Nobody else was talking.
Hi, Peace Steps.
I have no internet right now, apparently.
Peace
Really?
Steps, can you hear us?
At all?
Oh, yikes.
Maybe she can't.
Peace
Steps?
Steps? Uh-oh.
My reverse revivify worked.
Oh my god, you killed her.
You killed Kenny.
Kind of out in the middle of, well, I wouldn't say she's out in the middle of nowhere, but she's definitely not in her major metropolitan city with her fast-ass internet.
That's fair. I'm not in my major metropolitan city with my super fast internet either. But then again, I haven't ever been.
I can hear people again.
Woohoo!
No, the internet seems to take a dump every couple hours or whatever, and I get red bars in Discord. I might have to not be able to count as a viewer on your stream, Contos.
That's fine.
To make up for it. We'll see how it goes. I don't like that. I like to make sure that I'm at least counted as a viewer. So I'm gonna give it a try, but if it cuts out again. So yeah, I didn't hear if you guys were talking about any. After I heard, does anybody have any news? And then I heard nothing.
Nobody had news.
Oh, I said I was in Kingston. I got stuck here for weather, so I've been here 2 weeks.
Oh, geez.
2 weeks today. I will be leaving tomorrow to go back to my own bed. I have both.
Nice.
Yeah, I just like sleeping in my own bed. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with this bed. This bed's considerably bigger than my bed. But it's nice to have your own bed. And I have both my cats with me, so it'd be nice to let them be back in their environment. So, and yeah. Nice. And that's all that's new with me. I mean, I forget what character I am now.
Ames?
It's been so long since we played.
You're not your backup yet.
I'm not my backup yet. I haven't died yet. Good. We're gonna make Ames retire before she dies. Is my plan.
I actually have a plan for retirement for you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be in a dirt plot in the middle of the woods.
No, we're.
Sounds like being married with extra steps.
Yeah.
It does actually a lot. As someone who's on the other side of that now. 10 out of 10, 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Although maybe it's a mistake people need to make at least once in their life.
All right. Fair enough.
On that note, has anybody gotten engaged lately?
I did celebrate my 15th anniversary like a week ago. So.
Oh, I only made it 13 years.
Well, I have the high score then.
There you go.
All right. That feels awkward. Nags, what's new with you?
I have the low score.
I mean,
I only do the awkward. I don't know, Nags, are you married?
am I married? No.
Yeah, see, there you go,
I mean,
Panda. You guys are
basically.
equal.
Yeah. No, I would just rather cut out the middleman and find a woman I hate and give her half my stuff.
There you go. I'll take half your stuff. You don't have to live with me. Just give it to me.
He sounds like I'll take it.
Strudel
yes,
says Nags is married to him.
Yeah, in the dank meme game, Strudel and I are
Oh.
married.
Oh,
It's fair. Gio and I are married in Final Fantasy, so there's that.
That's cute.
Yep.
It is. He proposed by shooting me an email with our marriage date.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
He
That would
paid-
hold up in a court of
Yeah.
law.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
great.
Yeah.
So
I do have to make a degenerate furry video for Strudel. So that's pretty cool.
you have to make a degenerate furry video?
Yeah.
This sounds like something that needs to be
What counts as a furry video?
Explained.
elaborated upon.
Are
No.
you acting like a furry? Or are you
No.
recruiting for furries?
No,
Are you
well,
getting
not
on
intentionally.
YouTube and proclaiming yourself King Furry?
I am not.
Well,
No.
I think you missed an
Strudel
He's,
sent me a
opportunity.
song.
he's Wolf Daddy.
Yeah, well, Strudel sent me a song that I have to create a anime waifu-esque video to it.
Oh boy.
And he said, "Hey, it's gonna be it's a fun TikTok idea." And then I was like, "No, this whole song's good, so I'm gonna have to do the whole 3 minutes."
Oh boy.
Lots of uwoos in it. Panda's really good at uwooing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. She's
I
got me
can-
confused with herself. She loves uwoos.
No, you are the king uwoo right now.
I'm one side panda.
Gio is a fan of
No.
Uwu.
He's Uwu Panda in my Discord right now. His name is Uwu
Oh, okay.
Panda. Yeah,
I'm
He-
one of the many, though, in your Discord. I'm not the only one.
he's leading a revolt.
Of Uwus?
A little bit of a rebellion going on with the children.
Sounds hot.
Pure anarchy.
Oh, jeez.
It's full control. I got this.
Nice. I like it. Anything new with you, Panda?
Oh, whenever we long rest, I catch up with the rest of the group for
Yes.
like a session until they level again.
That is true.
I'm not ready to level yet. I need
How
like
far are you guys
1200
from-
XP.
1200?
Yeah, about that. Maybe 15.
Oh yeah, that's true. 4 to 5 is a big jump.
I think somebody told me that they were at like,
J Dog said he was close. I thought.
yeah.
Let's see.
Less than 1k XP on JDog
Yes.
last month.
Yep. That's the truth. 941 XP is all I need.
Oh, holy hell! I've only got 5200 in total, so I don't have enough. Like I still need a bunch. So I have to get 65, right? 6500 for max level.
I
Yeah.
want to say that's
68?
correct.
Yeah.
You're only 300 behind me.
How did you get 300 more than me?
He had like 2 sessions before you joined.
That's true. You should just give me extra XP. Called catch up to J-Dog XP.
Call it catch up to J-Dog XP.
Yeah, or call
Catch
it
up the Care
Amelia
Bear
just
XP.
yeah. Amelia just saved.
Look, if you guys want to catch up
J-Dog.
to Care Bear, it's like gonna cost cast money at this point. He's so far ahead.
Is that why he's so powerful? Is because he's like level 20?
No, he's powerful because he built his class very efficiently. So
I'm gonna build my classes inefficiently from now on, just to spite.
Let me
That's
slide you a 5 and just get a 5 per stat, so $30 for all 18s on my rolls. Okay, thanks. That's how this works, right?
So I need to give you $15. That gets me 1,500 XP.
I have a feeling that pretty soon I'll be planning a level 13 campaign.
With J-Dog still at level 4.
Yeah.
141 away from level 5.
Just give him $9.
If I
That's
pay
fair.
you, can I minus J-Dog stats?
Please say
you.
yes.
He really doesn't need your help.
Oh yeah, he already has so many bad rolls.
I've played in a campaign where J-Dog has had 4 int.
Yep.
Yes, I remember. While you guys are standing around kind of recovering, a little figure appears in the trees above Eska, looking down at him, just tells you, libraries are too strict. They always go by the books.
I cast
Ooh, I
Reverse
quit.
Revivify on it.
It doesn't work. What's Reverse Revivify but just like a fireball spell?
And I'm pretty sure it'd just be Disintegrate or Power Word
Yeah.
Kill.
Yeah. Okay, so on to the session. I didn't miss anybody, did I? Geo, anything new with you? And J-Dog?
Nope. I have dark vision.
Didn't you? You're an elf.
No, it's just the meme. Just
No.
anytime the DM describes, I have dark vision.
Oh, I don't know that meme.
Oh,
What's it like having dark vision?
I'm
I
kind of
can
seeing
see
the dark.
everything,
Yeah.
yeah.
including things in cover and on the GM layer.
I have co-DM vision.
I don't even remember what I was investigating.
All right. So last session has been a hot minute. Almost a full month, I think. Has it been a full month?
Pretty dang close.
I think it's
not.
been close, if not quite a full month. We left off with Eska bleeding out, or having just been recently stabilized.
I was gonna say I don't think I was bleeding out. Was I?
You had been bleeding out. You are no longer bleeding out.
Oh,
You have
okay.
been rescued. The two very different from normal owl bears are dead. And you guys had begun conducting your investigation of the location.
I thought we'd already investigated because I found 3 copper
Oh, okay.
and some clothes that weren't worth saving in the wagon. And
Good.
we found crops that weren't like big bushels of them, like big barrels of the crops from different cities.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you said, or hold on, I wrote them down. Food crates stamped with cities of Greywood Greywood and Lunham, which are not close to each other.
Correct.
So I report that back to my group of people, or yell it to anybody that might be listening. Eska was with me when we talked about this briefly, because I asked Eska where these 2 cities were, because Amelia is not familiar with this area at all now that we're outside the city.
Correct. Fantastic. That was great.
I took notes.
Hey, you get 50 XP for that. That was fantastic.
Woo, woo, woo,
We can get XP for taking
everybody
notes.
else.
Yeah.
We did this time, didn't we?
Yes, you can get XP for contributing to the campaign.
Imagine.
Well, thank you, J-Dog. That is,
when you
I'd like
say
to
it like
announce
that, I
that
don't
is the
wanna do
most
it.
aggressive thing
Exactly.
J-Dog has done in the last 10 years.
The J-Dog's become a little bit aggressive lately. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
Dude, we
I'm
have been
standing up for-
working
I'm
on
standing up for
him.
myself, okay?
Yeah, you should continue.
New year, new me.
Yeah.
You do it, J-Dog. You do you.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm thinking about
J-Dog.
joining a nudist colony and going
Yeah.
New Year new to me. So,
Ooh. I like Panda's idea of inner Barak.
Inner-
Barash, yeah, just
Inner
let him
Barack.
roar. Oh,
Yeah.
just make a new character named
My
Barack.
fellow Myers.
oh, I thought you said Barack, like Barack Obama, like his
Yeah.
inner Barack
Oh, no.
Obama.
His name was
Like, I don't know what that
Barash
is.
or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Barash.
Barash
That
was
was
his
my
character that he played with
former
me.
character.
Yeah, Amelia knows Barash.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's written. So there's stuff in her journal about him.
True.
I know I was
True.
digging graves for the 2 owl bears. And like slapping at Care Bear's hands, trying to defile the owl bears.
That's true. But they defiled the other owlbear already while you were digging the
Yeah.
first hole.
I didn't know. Well, I knew about the other. Oh yeah, shit takes time when you dig holes by yourself.
Wasn't Geo helping you with like mold earth or something?
Nope.
No.
I think
I have finished a
heard-
dissection of one of the 2 beasts. I have pulled out one of the black spikes. After that, I was tending to people.
Gotcha. Okay. Sounds.
Yeah, he
Gucci.
pulled the arrow out of my arm or out of my shoulder.
That's true.
Yep.
It looks like you're
Looks
back
like
to
that.
full already, Ames, so you've been healed.
Oh, am I back again? Okay, I'm at 26 or 28, so I got my 2 back.
Oh no, then you're just
No.
close. I'm just looking.
I'm
I'm
close.
guessing by the
Yeah.
bars that I'm seeing on the screen, and I'm zoomed out
Yeah.
still, pretty far.
Okay, no, I'm down
So.
2 from the arrow. That's the damage left from the arrow.
Gotcha. Okay.
What I was communicated with is that basically we were getting ready to rush for the night. I thought because
Yeah.
I dipped out a little early.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that
that
was
was
the
that
plan.
one.
We were getting ready for you guys to finish any investigation that you want to do here before you leave, and then Winston knew of a safe kind of grove hollow area where you guys can camp for the night in relative safety.
Okay, that's the part that I think I remember is we knew where a grove was.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna be moving and grooving in the grove.
yeah, I need to rest. I'm in pain.
That's fair.
Flintstone,
Yes.
Flintstone, can I play my flute when we get back to wherever the camp is, please?
We literally just got attacked.
Yeah, so my flute heals and stuff. It's healing flute music. Kirk needs it. He needs it to make him feel better.
In response, I heal Kirk.
I'm still playing my flute.
Kurek needs it, as Eska's over there coughing up blood. Yeah, help Kurek. I can still see my intestines.
That's 10 HP. And since I have one more spell slot, Eska, you can have 8.
Thanks. But what I could really use is some flute music.
See? That's what I'm saying.
That would really help me get some of my blood back in my body.
Yeah, I'll help you. I'll help you. Don't worry.
All my bleeding was
Don't-
internal. That's where the blood's
Don't worry,
supposed to be.
Eska. Yeah, you're keeping that inside. I'll help you. No worries. You kept up with me pretty good, though, when we were looking through these pockets. So you don't look that injured to me.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
He's immortal.
That's true, he can't die.
Yep.
What do you
I can still feel.
Oh.
That's fair.
questionable?
I knew an
That's how-
animal once that was like that. I think he was a wolverine.
Oh, you lose 50 XP for that.
So I don't care.
Yeah, no.
Worth it.
All right. So, do you guys have any more investigation here that you need to do?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember what I
Do
found, if
we?
anything.
Yeah, do we?
So
we found
here's
3 copper, so we've literally found like the most important item.
yeah. So
Just
here's the thing.
saying.
I dropped hints last time, and nobody picked up on them.
Well,
I
what are you
even
talking about hints?
messaged
We went
people
through the food
directly.
crates. We went to the food crates. I looked through the thing. You told me there was nothing there of value or of importance.
Oh, is that what you meant when you messaged me saying Ames was the big bad evil guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's
he
it.
didn't tell me that either.
So
No, you
Big
robbed that
bad
dead kid.
Evil gal.
I was
No,
looking through the dead
That's the
kid.
plot
Yeah.
twist.
so it's not eminently important. It was a nice Easter egg, though.
Oh, well, what,
So-
can't you just tell us?
No.
Oh. Amelia would like to know what the Easter egg is. What do I have to roll?
Roll
You
for
have
plot
to
hook.
roll a nat $20.
Oh, I don't have a $20, especially since that's like 35 Canadian dollars.
That's true.
Maple bucks.
Yeah, in fake money.
Yeah.
It's real money. It's just in poutine. That's all.
Yeah,
You can take 35 of your colorful ass dollars and take it to the bank, get it exchanged for real money.
yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Now I want to go through your VOD and figure out what the hell we missed.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
I have a legitimate question about Canadian money.
Okay.
Does it actually smell like maple when you scratch it?
No.
Okay, I saw that on the internet, and I'm like, I have no
Don't
reason to not believe this
context.
guy.
Don't
So-
believe everything you see on the
I know,
internet.
I know.
okay?
That's what Abe Lincoln said.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I just
That
I
smells
need to
like
ask.
poutine, not maple
to know.
syrup. That'd be
Yeah.
ludicrous.
That's right.
Yeah.
And moose butts sometimes, because, you know,
That's fair.
But only the loonies and the toonies.
yeah. Well, they smell like beaver breath.
That's fair.
They might have been playing Timberborn then.
Yeah, probably. Our $3 bills, they have lacrosse on them.
Wait, you have a $3 bill?
No! Damn, you guys.
Doctor, she's telling you on the internet. Of course it's
I
not
mean,
true.
you have a $2 coin. A $3
Yeah.
bill would not be that ludicrous.
Yeah,
We would have a $3 coin. I'm sorry. We would not have a $3 bill.
like we have a $2
Coins
bill.
smell like maple syrup?
We have $2
No.
bills, but they're not in major circulation.
Yeah,
They're more printed for like fun's
funsies.
sake. They legitimately use toonies. In
Yeah,
real
we have
life.
toonies, yeah. Because loonies they add up after a while. You can just do, half as many toonies.
I feel like you're messing with me.
I'm not.
deadass.
Toonies
They're
are a
called
real
loonies
thing.
and toonies. I've been to Canada once in my life.
Yeah, me too.
I just
$1,
yeah,
$2 coin.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
The
that they're
toonies have a
called that.
polar bear on them, and the loonies have a loon on them. So that's why the loonies got called loonies, because they have a loon on them. And then the toonies were just called, they just, because they rhymes with loonies.
Now,
Yeah.
They have
really,
two loonies
Two
on them,
loonies.
right?
really quick. Maybe I'm the only one, but what's a loony? Or what's a
A
loon?
$1 coin.
$1.
A loon is like
You know what
a
a loon is?
duck
It's like a
or
duck.
goose.
It's a big duck thing, yeah. It's
Oh.
like a duck.
Okay,
It's a water bird that's black and white striped.
Yeah.
Mhm.
gotcha.
Yeah, and it has a
Okay.
big beak. And they're fairly large. They eat fish. And they're what's on our $1 coin. And then 2 of those, they tried to call them doubloons. That just didn't go over well, so now they're called toonie.
That's so
And the
pirate
toonie
though.
has a
That'd be
polar
amazing.
bear on it. I know, right? I
Missed
vote. We literally
opportunity.
had a referendum to like vote for what we wanted to call them. I voted for the doubloons.
Australia just had a vote similar to that, but they wanted to change their whole currency name to dollar dues.
That would be
I
cool.
wish that. I hope that won. Did it?
I don't know.
Mm,
Probably not.
Probably not.
I mean, that's what they trade in anyways, as is.
Yeah,
Dollar
yeah.
dues.
It'd be great.
So-
You guys all have the same color on your money, which is absolutely ridiculous.
don't.
No, the new stuff is.
Oh, do you have?
The
Is your new
hundos,
stuff
the 50s
colored?
and the 20s are colorful.
Yeah.
Are they?
They're
Interesting.
stuck
Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't
they're
seen the
not.
new ones.
They're still all green, but there's like
I don't
Subtle
get paid enough
clue.
to see the new ones.
I just handle digital money
Yeah,
now.
was
I
gonna
haven't
say, like,
actually
you
had real
carry
coin in a
actual
long time.
cash.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
worked in a gas station, so I
Oh
saw.
yeah. Oh yeah. I worked at a GameStop, so yeah, that's how I
hmm
knew all about that too.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
So, but copper coins, right? That's what we deal with here. What kind of symbol do they have on them actually? Contos or coppers?
The coppers that you guys have here?
Yeah.
In America?
Oh, they're
No,
copper
here
In the
hounds.
in my
game
game.
world.
They're copper
Oh.
hounds, silver spears, golden crowns,
Okay.
and platinum dragons.
Okay. Oh, we haven't gotten a platinum yet.
They're
Put
like,
that on my list of things to do.
so. Well, if you have 10 gold, you can go get a platinum.
Oh, wow. I'll have to go see a banker.
I mean, it'll cost you to, the exchange, but
I'm sure I'll perform for it.
In the middle of a bank?
Yeah, why not? Winston, are you telling me you've never just performed
I'm
somewhere?
not in character, but no.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I would
remembered my
perform in the middle of
news.
the bank. Why not?
yes.
Oh, what
Beginning
you
of the
mean?
stream. I just watched Fellowship of the Ring for the first time.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, we.
For the first time all the way through, I'll clarify.
Okay. And?
I liked it. It was a lot of fun.
Good.
Even better, my brother, who's a huge fan, was Mr. Exposition the entire movie.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
he got
I'm
to
sorry.
explain things that...
Didn't make sense
No,
to
it
you.
was... No, everything made sense. I just got a lot of the, the backstory and book comparatives.
Panda would hate that.
I didn't mind.
Yeah, when I watched the Monster Hunter movie with my mom, she had a lot of questions along those lines.
Wait, they made a Monster Hunter, like the game Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They made a video. They made a movie about that.
Yes.
Isn't the main character the same lady from all like the Resident Evil movies?
Yep.
Like the actress? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Mila Jovanovic?
Sounds right.
I think so.
That's not it. It should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was the Monster Hunter movie wasn't as bad as I expected. I mean, it's no like blockbuster hit, mind you, but it wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. It was enjoyable. And I feel like they got the monsters mostly right. So that was the big thing. All right. You guys are moving out?
I believe so.
Rolled
I
out.
don't think I see anything else that would spark my eye between all the dead bodies and the goblins and the.
I don't remember what I
owlbears.
did with the kid's toy. Remember, I was looking at it. I think I gave it back to the kid, right? It's not in my notes
The
that I
dead
took
kid?
it. Yeah, they had a toy. I think I looked at it, right?
I think so.
You did. I recall something like that, but I
Yeah,
have
and
no
then
idea what you did with it.
Yeah, it's not. I'm pretty sure I put it back. It's not in my notes that I took it, so I
That's
looked
fair.
in my inventory just now.
That's fair. Okay. Let me check something real quick before we jump forward. I want to see. I'm going to take over one of your guys' character sheets real quick.
No, give me my character sheet back.
Don't touch my sheet.
You can touch my sheet.
Get my hands all over your sheet.
Why am I chaotic evil now?
I didn't change anything. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll move to. You guys will move out to your camp. And we're going to just keep everybody on the screen for now, but we'll move. Whoop. Okay. All right. So you guys are able to find a place to set up camp within the next, Takes you about a good half hour to 45 minutes of walking. A little bit longer than it probably would have normally, but Kurak and Eska are both hobbling a little bit as they're still recovering.
No, I'm not.
You are
I'm
though.
completely fine.
Pretty sure Eska's probably riding shotgun on my shoulder again.
That's fair. So
Because I'm hurt there just because I didn't want to walk.
And I can half carried Correct as well. Help him along.
I like it. So you guys do make it to your, you make it to the grove, little grove and tree hollow that you were looking for. This is a fairly safe location. It's fairly well protected from view and from the elements. Almost like a kind of like almost like a natural yurt, right? So there used to be druids in this area a lot more frequently, and some of these little grove places are where they would camp, and so the trees have kind of been grown to a point, but there's still an opening for a fire to go out. It's pretty thick with one opening to go in and out. You can't see out of it as if it were like what's the
Like a one-way mirror?
well, it's the spell that lets you make your own little tent.
Liamon's tiny hut.
Liamon's
Yeah, tiny hut. It's not like tiny hut where you can see out of it.
Yeah.
But
Opaque from the outside, translucent from the inside.
yeah. But you can you do have a fairly defensible entrance. So it is a fairly safe location. The quarters are cramped though. Kurak is massive, and Ace is fairly beefy, and then Winston is even more massive. So with the three of those beefy hunks of meat stuffed in there, everybody's kind of crowded. There is space enough for a fire if you want to make a fire. Otherwise, you'll have at the very least a dry place to sleep.
I think we should make a fire so that we can maybe set them on fire, and then I get more room. Smile.
I mean,
What?
I can just curl up in my shell, you know, it's
That's
fine.
true.
Girls in his shell, everybody's like, shh, flip
Amelia's
them
gonna start
over.
a fire.
Mhm.
Can I start a fire?
Yeah.
I'd like to start a fire, please. In the middle, like in the exact middle. So Amelia like paces out.
Well, I brush aside previously lit fires. There's already a
Yeah,
place
but-
for that right here. There's
Yeah.
stones already.
Well, it might not be in the middle.
It's right under the hole. So even if it's not in the middle, it's underneath the hole.
Well, what if the hole's not in the middle, Winston?
Druids are never very symmetrical.
Well, shouldn't they be?
Why? Nature isn't symmetrical.
Can we see the proper stars from here? From this hole?
Why
Maybe
do you need to see the
handful.
stars?
What if don't the stars guide us to where we're going?
We're here where we're going right now.
Wait, this is our
Winston.
final destination,
This is
Winston?
where we're staying for the evening.
Winston's
Well-
been guiding us to our destinations.
This
Winston's your shining star.
well, like, okay, all right, fine. Amelia like stops pacing around. She was like measuring things out with her elf feet. Now she's a little bit salty, so she side eyes Winston a little bit and pulls her flute out, and then crams it back in her pocket again.
I'm gonna
Kind of a
plant
little
growth to
threatening.
move the hole over 2 feet.
She's not going to move it over, but she does look up a little bit at the ceiling and proceeds to start making a fire.
Do you have any spells or anything that help you to make the fire without any?
Maybe let's look and see what she's got.
Gonna say,
She's got
'cause
some
I
ones
don't-
that are
Ames
definitely-
doesn't strike me as the most camping oriented person, so I
Well,
will
no.
absolutely make
So,
you roll
like,
for it.
She should have to roll for it for sure. I'm thinking, but she she doesn't really. She can put lights up, so she's gonna put her her lights up a little bit. I guess she's got some dancing lights, so she's gonna cast some dancing lights.
Some mood
Kind of
lighting.
light the to light the area up a little bit, around in the little area. So she'll do that, and then she's gonna stumble through her bag a little bit, looking for the candle that she actually left behind. So she says things like, "Ah, you used to have a candle in here. There was some flint before too, but no, can't take my whole big bag, can I? Because people are just gonna take things from it. So I don't have enough stuff to make fire from."
How deep into your bag are you delving?
Not very. I mean, it's a very small bag now, right?
Yeah, it's not terribly big.
Yeah, so she's probably just with her arm or her hand, she's digging through the bottom of it, but she's not looking. Right? So it's a blind dig kind of thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like a woman might with her purse.
Fair enough.
She's gonna open it up, shake things around while she's looking in. She's gonna stick her hand in and move it about a little bit, and then pull the hand out and look again and give it another shake. She's not gonna find, but she definitely knows that she left the candles that she had behind, and any flint as well. So she's not very happy about that.
Okay.
While she's doing that, I'm just gonna look at those. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go find us something to eat for the evening
I have food.
and duck out.
Didn't we bring food?
Yeah, we have food. I have a snack. So,
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure
do I
you
have to
wanted
roll
to
to make
leave.
this fire? Because I actually don't think Amelia has anything she can make a fire out of in her bag.
Amelia, do you need a candle?
Perhaps, maybe, we might need something. I don't have... Kirk, I don't have anything that can make a fire. Can you...
I mean,
Do we need a fire? We might... What if it's cold?
what is the temperature like this time of year?
Well,
What
I mean,
time of year
we're
is it?
into late summer at this point.
It can be
Um,
chilly at nighttime.
yeah, it'll get a bit chilly at night. The days are fairly warm. You're at that point where it'll go from being you're sweating your butt off to freezing within about an hour and a half because you still have sweat, but it's now cold.
Are we still
Yeah.
doing the fire?
Yeah, I'd like to... I need a fire, but I don't have a thing to do the fire. I don't...
I cast Druidcraft.
What's Druidcraft? Does it make
You
fire?
can instantly light or stuff out a candle, torch, or campfire.
Oh, nice.
Well, there you go.
You just make a fire like that?
Yep.
Oh, that's handy.
It seemed like a 10 minutes ago task, but
Yeah,
Good.
well,
that's
yeah. I guess.
Weird flex, but okay. No.
So then Amelia sits down in front or near the fire, but at a safe enough distance because she's feeling a little chilly, and with her legs crossed, does pull out her flute and starts to very quietly play on it.
Okay. Correct. What are you up to?
So I'm gonna have my my little shoulder cannon. I'm basically just gonna set that up angled towards the door, and just leave it there, and then
Now, is it on Overwatch, or you still have to command it to fire?
I still have to command it to
Okay.
fire.
All right, just making sure.
I'm just getting it in position is all.
Mhm.
So do you guys need me for a watch tonight? If so, which one? Because I kind of want to get some sleep.
I can cover your watch, Kirk. Is this contest? Is this a long rest or a short one?
It depends on how long you guys want to rest.
Okay.
I can also double shift.
Because I
Okay.
mean, I could play. Amelia would like to play Song of Rest. Regardless, it only works on a short rest, though. I guess.
Yeah,
I'll show you what
because
it is.
only on a short rest are you rolling hit dice, right?
Yeah.
On a long rest, you just
Oh.
regain your max hit
Yeah.
points. So
Gotcha.
it's up to you guys whether you're taking a short rest or a long rest.
So if we're
Uh,
taking a short rest, she's gonna play the song of rest for you guys. If it's a long rest, she's just gonna play music for the sake of playing music because she's like that.
I think it's
Sure.
worthwhile to do a long rest.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
All right,
All
sounds
right.
good.
Well, if you guys got my watch covered, I'm gonna get some rest. So I'll find a corner or just off to the side. I'll find a space to lay down and get to sleep.
Okay, it's still only about mid-afternoon.
Oh,
It's not quite nighttime yet because you guys had this
Okay.
encounter about noon.
gotcha. I didn't realize that. I guess I'll step out and see if I can see where Winston went to, and just make sure he's good.
Yeah, Winston moves through the underbrush a lot faster and more efficiently than most of you guys. So if you want to
Sure.
find Winston at this point, he's gone a few minutes ahead of you. You'll need to make a roll to see if you can track him down.
I'm
He's not really
terribly
hiding, so
interested.
it's not difficult. But it's you. You aren't familiar with the woods as he is, kind of thing.
Can I make a check to just see if I can identify which direction I think he went?
Absolutely.
Okay. Would you like a survival?
I mean, survival's the one of the more common ones, but if you can convince me of something else, I'd be willing. Okay,
Oop, I didn't mean to send that to GM, but that's okay.
well, that's fine. You have a general idea,
Okay.
but it's like a 90-degree window where you know, right?
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I'll kind of step maybe like 20, 30 feet away from our little hut here, and then I'll just kind of listen out, see if I hear him rustling through the woods, and if I don't, I'll probably just go back in.
Okay. Winston, how quiet do you move through the woods on a regular basis? Are you trying to be quiet whenever you move, or are you just walking?
I'm walking at a leisurely pace, but I'm not, trying to not upset or disturb any of the wildlife around. Be respectful.
Okay. Yeah, correct. You can probably find Winston. You think you hear where he's at.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as long as he's relatively close, then I'll walk out towards him and see what I can do to help him out. But otherwise, I'll just kind of hang out by the entrance of the hut.
Okay. Sounds good. Gio, what are you doing?
I don't know. I was just gonna. I already checked for druid,
Mm-hmm.
so that was pretty much what I was planning on doing.
Okay. As near as you can tell, like I said, the carvings are mostly worn away by time and damage. They're likely just a prayer of safety and solitude. Eska.
Yeah. I was digging through my bags and
Oh, Dex
found
check.
the. Oh no!
Okay.
Oh, I was asking me how deep I was going through my bag. Oh no.
You dodge for the most part, but you do get blasted with a little bit of slime, similar to what had hit Ames previously.
Which is still on me, is it not?
It's not on
Doesn't
you
just
anymore,
wear
but it
off.
has stained you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gotta stop.
Yeah, I don't know who's doing it, but they better stop. I'm mad about it still.
So
You almost killed somebody over it.
No, that's correct. Ask. I'm telling you, it was correct. He did it the first time. Remember the very first time my bag got slimed? It was him. Now he sits there and says he didn't do it, but I'm pretty sure he's got all those gadgets. He likes to do gadgets and stuff.
well, he told me he didn't.
Yeah, he told me he didn't either.
Well, yeah, but he
But
has no
both our
reason to lie
bags
to
are
me.
done.
I told him I
So
thought it was
proud.
hilarious, and he still didn't take credit.
I still think
I
he did
mean-
it. Who else but him at this point? He has a history.
It was the little guy that I
What little? Oh,
was I high?
Wait. What little guy? Do I remember? Does Amelia remember the little guy?
You guys didn't see it.
Only
was
Eska
just-
saw it, but I mean,
Didn't I see something? No, I didn't see anything.
Uh-uh.
I thought
No, I
saw
did. I was
something.
hallucinating.
No, you just kicked me. I believe.
Oh,
we
no.
were both
No, you
hallucinating.
did
No,
see
that's what
something
it
when you
was.
were hallucinating, P-Stabs.
I was hallucinating with
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
And Gio, you said you caught sight of it?
I didn't catch sight of it. Enki caught sight of it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You're seeing things, little people. Yeah. No.
No, that was before we were doing the tea thing. I saw
No,
that
I saw
guy
it. Well,
divvy
the
your
sprite
bag.
is trying to stab his leg. That was
'cause
stalking Eska.
she went to kick the sprite and then kicked Eska.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
You think it was that thing that we saw?
oh yeah.
But why would that thing be after? Like, why would it prank us?
I don't know. What'd you do?
I didn't do nothing. I
Who'd
just
you
sit here
make
playing
mad
my
this
music.
time?
I don't make anybody mad.
Yeah.
Eska, why are you laughing like that? When did I make you mad last? When did I make you mad last?
I mean, that was pretty mad when you kicked me.
Well, I
We
mean,
were just talking about it.
listen, I was trying to defend you.
I think you almost killed me a couple times too, didn't you?
Well, that's not my fault that I'm just so powerful. You know, you need to watch out where you're going. Also, you're supposed to be fast, are you not? As a rabbit folk.
I've been poisoned and stabbed more than I thought I would ever be just in the
Well,
past
yeah.
few days.
But you
My
can't
speed's
die,
taken a
so
little
it's
bit of a hit.
fine. All I hear is excuses right now. Aska, can I pet your ears?
You're making me mad right now.
Okay, I'll write it down.
Yeah.
Can I pet your ears?
Yeah, fine.
All right. Would you like me to read from my journal too?
I mean, that's not what I had planned, but since my bag exploded, yeah, sure.
Okay. So Amelia reaches out and starts petting one of Eska's ears.
Are you gonna like clean the slime off of his ear first?
Well, the one that is are both of them slimy?
Only one of them got slimed.
Well, then she's petting the one that's not slimed.
Gotcha.
No, she's not. I'm pulling it away from her.
No, give me your clean ear.
No, you get that ear.
I'm not touching the gross ear. I'm not reading from my journal for you then. We'll
Okay,
do
I
this
can
later.
go
You
back
should at
to my
least clean
bag.
your ears, maybe. You know what? That stuff's gonna stain. I mean, look at my
Yeah.
face.
I've noticed.
Yeah, you should. I don't know if cleaning it off faster helps. Maybe you. Oh, what if you leave it on for a long time until it dries and it flakes off? Maybe it won't leave a mark. I washed mine right away.
Didn't it
And it's
dissolve into
stained.
your skin instantly?
I don't think it was instant.
I don't remember.
It began
was
dissolving very quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty quick, right? But like, I had to wash it in my hair, and my hair's got all this like color in it now.
Green
Uh,
for camouflage.
I don't
Well-
think this color of green is. Isn't it lime vibrant
Yeah,
green?
it's like neon green.
I mean, green is a good color.
Not for your face.
Oh, I mean, I'm sort of getting used to it a little bit, maybe. I don't have to look at me. And then Amelia, like, pulls her hair kind of from the back around to her face. And she's looking at all the green that's kind of in it a little bit to see if it's faded at all. And She kind of furrows her brow a little bit, like sprinkles her nose, and then tosses it back behind her shoulder. She's a little distasted. It's a little distaste on her face from her hair.
It looks nice.
Thanks. I'm gonna play some more music.
I'm gonna clean my ear off.
Pretty much. Yeah.
All right. Oh, jeez. My voice is messed up today. Okay, I think that's everybody who's at the camp. Winston and Korak, you guys will be able to make your way back fairly soon. Winston, you've been able to gather all the stuff that you need.
Okay. Yeah. Well, as soon as I have what I assume would be enough for everyone, I'll just start walking back.
On your way back, you'll run into Korak, who is out and about.
Do I see him or do I literally run into him?
No, you see him. You see him. You
Okay.
figuratively run into him.
Okay.
Although literally would have been funny.
Right. That's why I was asking. Just throwing it out there. Oh. Hey, correct.
Hey, just thought I'd see if you needed any help out here.
I mean, you're more than welcome to carry some of this. This is just trying to find some food for everyone. I don't typically
Sure.
pack food for my journeys and just kind of eat along the way.
It's a great skill to have to be able to do that for yourself. Yeah, I'll help carry some.
Just dump
Also,
a bunch of
sorry about
plants
the
into your
owl
hand.
bears.
Yeah. Unfortunately, death is a part of life. And from what we could tell, they had no control over theirs anymore.
Yeah, it's true. I'd be interested to know what had taken control of them, but it is unfortunate.
But I mean, it was the rocks.
Well, I guess who's controlling the rocks? That's my question.
People can control rocks.
That's also a great question. I'm assuming that they can, but I don't know.
You just see like this befuddled look on Winston's face.
So
Yeah.
befuddled people drop things.
That was not me.
That was me.
Well, shall we get back?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, this wild berry salad is going to be delicious.
I can think of some people that will enjoy it and maybe one or two that may not. So let's go.
Why not? It's all natural. It's organic.
That is very true. And that is also why.
Well, that's
It's fine.
unfortunate for
It'll-
me. More for you and I suppose.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, as you guys are returned to the grove, you can hear the flute softly through the trees.
It's soft flute. It's not. We're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, you're not
playing it
jamming
loudly.
out.
No, not yet.
Can I
I mean,
look
it's
around
trying to
and
be
Not
respectful.
yet.
Yeah,
make
she's trying to
sure
be
she's not
respectful.
disturbing any of the animals or anything like that around?
It doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
I mean, no more than humanoid presence would in general, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I wasn't like, hey guys, we're just here for the night. No need to worry. We're not going to hurt you. We just needed a place to crash. A couple people got messed up.
I mean, if you spoke to him beforehand, then yeah, I mean, it's not disturbing the animals by any means.
Excellent. Yep. I'll just talk to the trees and the animals around. Just let them know.
Sounds good. Okay.
Are you guys
Walk
back
in.
at camp now?
Yeah, as we walk in, and be like, "We got food for dinner."
Amelia stops playing for a minute. What color is it?
Well, I've got blackberries and raspberries and some spinach, and I've got some cherry tomatoes
Pick anything that's not green.
and some ginger root. Well, they're all kind of mixed in. I had to carry them in my hands, so
I'll pick out the green stuff. It's okay. That sounds great.
but the green stuff is the best stuff.
No, that's the gross stuff. Chinston, you can talk to trees, right?
Who?
Flintstone?
Who?
What's his name? Amelia whispers to Eska.
Chinston, you got it.
Chinston, yeah, you can talk to trees, right?
I'm just looking behind me. And I just look at correct. Who's Chinston?
You are.
She's trying to talk to you.
Oh,
I
no,
don't
I'm
know if she
Winston.
just doesn't remember your name.
Chinston was my cousin.
Oh, sorry. Winston?
Yes,
Can you
Amy.
talk to trees?
I can, Amy.
Can you ask them if they have any requests for music?
I certainly can ask.
Okay, let me know what they say back. I don't think he really talks to trees. He looks over at Eska.
Never mind.
Oh,
Yes,
correct.
I'm J Dog is trying to remember if Winston told us in the past that he can talk to things, but not necessarily.
Whoever I was
They
out
don't
on
necessarily
watch with
talk
the
back.
first night, I told. I don't recall who that was.
Yeah, me neither. I thought it was common knowledge that he's talked to things on the way. Right? When we
Yeah.
were walking, he was talking to things. We don't know if Amelia doesn't believe that things answer back. So, because she doesn't think animals can talk. So,
I mean, you've met 3.
well, but they're not really animals. They're more humanoid things, you know? She doesn't think a tree can talk, so she's just basically asking Winston to do
Gosh,
something.
now we have to meet Treebeard.
Yeah, well, one day.
Or maybe somebody will learn to speak with plants eventually.
That's fair too. So you gonna talk to the trees, Winston?
Yeah, I said I would. I never said when I would, but I said I would.
That's fair.
I got food. I want to eat. I'm just settling down to eat something.
Do we eat this raw, or do we cook these
Yeah,
berries?
No. You mix it all up, and I'll start to mix in with all the spinach and the cherry tomatoes.
No,
and
no,
everything,
no,
and mix it all up.
No! And Amelia's trying to pick the spinach out at the same time.
And I just hold some to her and be like, "Here, you just eat."
All right, so Amelia's gonna, from his hand, she's gonna take some of the non-green food out and put it in her hand. Thank you, Winston.
You're welcome, Amy.
Thank you. I'm gonna call him Flintstone. He's gonna keep calling me Amy. And she tosses a blackberry into her mouth. Wait, are these gonna stain my teeth?
I don't think so.
I was told not to eat blackberries from the woods.
Where else would you get blackberries from?
You can get them from the market,
Where do you think they get them from?
a garden,
And where do you think those came from?
seeds,
Which came from?
more blackberries.
In the
Wait
woods.
for it.
I mean, probably at one point they were in the woods wild, but aren't they domesticated after we grow them in gardens and things?
How do you domesticate a plant?
You're the one that talks to them. Don't ask me.
The plants we have over in Othalos are actually domesticated. They're bred specifically to increase yield, so that there are more blackberries in a bush.
And Amelia just smugly looks at Winston after Thel says that.
So then, do you have plants for pets?
I mean, could.
what a
I've
garden
definitely heard. Yeah, see, I
And I'm
used to
just
live
gonna
with a
walk out of the
lady.
front door and sit outside and be like, civilization has gotten weird.
Here in Ellis, she used to talk to her plants all the time. She'd sing to them, as a matter of fact. He told me once that there was nothing better than singing to your plants. And she said they'd grow better if you perform for them.
I'm outside the
Yeah,
hovel.
I was gonna
Yeah,
ask who you were talking to.
No, Amelia's just talking
Okay.
to anybody that's in the room or nearby. Maybe to herself. She doesn't care.
I mean, I heard, but don't really have much to say. So,
Hey, Kurek.
yeah.
That green slime trick, you put it in the wrong bag. That was my bag that you put it in, not Ames.
I didn't put any green slime trick in anyone's bag. Do you
Why
see
are
me?
you lying, Kurek?
If you remember, Kurek is also. I think Kurek is even more covered than Ames is in the
He
status
is.
stuff.
Yeah,
It's the perfect
So-
cover.
it is, exactly. See, Esk and I have talked about this. We think that just because you have the stuff on you, we didn't really talk about this, Eska. Shh. We think that because you have all that stuff on you, it's just, that's a front. It's a cover to put the guilt on somebody else.
Uh-huh.
I didn't say that. I told her that I don't think it was you. So I'm
Eska
going to
just
stay out of this.
play along. I'm
What?
trying to
What?
get a confession. I'm trying to get a confession.
What are you, a cop? He's clearly innocent.
Do cops exist? What are
Yeah,
you, a guard?
You're dating one.
He's
Yeah,
not a
that's
cop.
true.
He's a guard. Okay, he'd be a city guard. I'm gonna pretend he's a guard. Well, shouldn't we? He pranked my bag the first time. We've been through this, right? And then my bag got pranked again, and now your bag got pranked.
Nothing.
So, there's a history of pranking bags here. I'm telling you, it was correct.
Exactly. The one prank is not a history.
That's a history. And you only need one to make a trend, right? That's how this
Man,
works.
that's
Listen, you
Right.
commit one murder and you're a murderer. Just saying. Right?
who'd you murder?
I didn't murder anybody.
Are you
I
sure?
think you killed lots
Yeah.
of people.
Correct.
Like, what do
I
you think
haven't
those
killed
bandits
anyone.
were?
Well, they're bandits. They're bad guys. So it's okay. And I'm a good guy.
There's a lot to unpack there.
That's a slippery slope
We
there.
just killed people. Like today. That happened today.
So,
I forgot
didn't
too.
I didn't kill the owlbear. I just saved Kuruk. In fact, I inflicted no damage upon anyone today because all of my spells missed. Thank you.
For your information, I was too incompetent to murder anybody today.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah. We have good days, we have bad days. Today, I was just helpful instead of being, murdering like you guys. Who murdered the owlbears wasn't me. It was Chinston and Kuruk over there, Mr. Murderers. Anyway, I think he did your bag. Kuruk, I think you should just admit it.
Correct. Go open my bag real quick.
This has gone on long enough.
I'm not gonna open the bag
It already went off.
because yeah, well, I'm pretty sure both of your bags have gone off multiple times at this point.
This
So
is a new bag.
you need to figure out whatever is in there,
Prove that
whatever
you
the
didn't
slime's
do it.
coming out of. You need to get rid of it.
Go open my bag so that Ames believes that you didn't do it.
That
The
doesn't
only
prove
reason you
No,
refused
I
is
want
because
him to open my bag. I think he should open my bag.
What does that prove?
It proves you didn't do it. See? Your reluctance to want
Yeah.
to open my bag proves that you're guilty.
My
Exactly.
reluctance to not want to be more green than I already am.
Oh, you admit that it's pranked. Great. I have gone through so many bags already hanging out with you guys.
I don't know why I'm on your side this
Cor-
time.
Correct is gonna turn around and just eat his food and literally just face away from Ames and Eska and not say anything else.
Amelia would like to play a tune on her flute that is a little bit angry, but still quiet.
Okay.
I'm gonna go open my bag again, but like cautiously.
Be careful, Eska.
Are you aiming it?
No.
Oh,
Well, I mean, away
gosh.
from me.
Okay. Dex check.
With advantage?
Oh no!
With
Nothing
advantage?
happens.
Okay, cool.
How did something happen on 12 and then nothing happened on 10?
Because he didn't reload yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's just
Well,
putting
as
the
I
fear
was-
of God in him.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
I have
And it's working.
2 mysterious red potions and 1 mysterious blue potion that I would like to identify.
Mix and drink.
I
Where'd you
didn't
get 'em
want to
from?
drink them yet. I don't know. I don't remember.
Man.
But I do have them in my inventory written down. So
Aha, DM. I bet you didn't think I'd remember these.
Well, I figured you remember where they were from because that'd give me a hint about what they were.
that was a month ago.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it there, DM.
Well, we're about to figure this out.
Google some potions. It'll all be good.
Oh, I've got a whole
Hey,
slew of potions.
There's a table for that.
Yeah. Just got to pull it up because I have it in my book. Just not right here.
They may have been potions that I found and gave to Eska because he's into alchemy and stuff. I seem to remember picking up potions at some point,
Okay.
but I could be completely wrong.
Who's going to be doing the? Who's going to?
I have alchemist tools. I don't know if that includes like reagents and testing chemicals or whatever.
Oh, I would say yeah. I would say yeah in this case, especially in this world where potions are a little bit more commonplace. Okay.
Wow. Really mid-range today.
Yeah. So the red ones are red,
Mm-hmm.
and the blue ones have blue things.
Oh, wow.
Well, that wasn't helpful.
I think it was helpful.
You're fairly certain that the blue one is raspberry flavored,
Blue
What?
raspberry?
which is odd because blue raspberries are not a thing.
Does Amelia? You haven't said anything out loud yet. Ask about this, have you?
No, I wouldn't have.
Okay.
I don't know what I would say. I don't generally talk to myself.
Oh. Okay.
A subtle way of saying none your business.
Yeah.
I'm really glad our party just gets along so well,
Yeah,
guys.
These guys, so nice, so friendly.
I didn't know we weren't getting along. What? Now I'm sad.
Ames and I are getting along.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
we
the
get
thing
along
is
great.
Yeah.
we get along, but like just in a backhanded way, like 90% of the time.
I think Fel wanted to kill us once.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Amelia wanted to kill me.
Yep. Still might.
Yeah. So
Yes, my
Uh-oh.
entire prerogative is to make sure people die.
Amelia stops playing for a second, looks at Eska, and says, is that from the slime? That is vials. And then starts to play again.
What? What?
And she stops. Those things there that you're doing things with. Those little blue and red things. Is that from the slime?
No, the slime was green.
Okay.
No, these are, I don't know where I got these, but they were in my bag.
You think it's safe to look at things in your bag with the slime?
Well, the slime already went off.
Okay. Okay.
It
Is it
doesn't
only
seem to have poisoned me.
No. Okay. And Amelia continues to play. I'm worried our DM is rolling things here.
I have
These
been.
are
He's
your
rolling
potions.
the potion.
I'm-
table.
He's rolling
Yeah.
on the potion table.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
these are your
rolling on the
potions,
potion
okay.
table, and
Are you
I'm
rolling on the potion
debating.
table?
I'm debating whether or not I'm going to use the roll I got.
Do it.
Yeah, do it.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
Just do
A
it. Who
potion of
cares?
3 wishes. Yeah.
No, I think it's
wish
worse
for
than
more
that.
wishes.
A potion of a deck of many things. Wow.
Yeah.
A potion of a bag of holding, please.
Potion
For
of
Amelia,
immortality.
perfect. That would be funny. And then it kills you. That would be sad.
Yeah.
Okay, I have them written down now, and these are based off of the rolls. The first roll, I don't know if anybody saw my face on screen,
91.
but I was a little bit okay. So
Do
now,
it.
well,
Let's live on
nobody's
the edge.
identified it.
Mm-hmm.
So, 7.
Well, we know that it's blue, and two of them are red. Is that how it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're red. One's blue raspberry flavored.
Well, yeah. See?
Somebody want to roll me a D? Where's the? Wow, this table is intense.
I think Nag should roll it. They're his potions.
I got it.
Give me
D what?
D6. D6. Okay. What was my second roll? And somebody roll me a D100.
Megan or
Yeah, I say you.
nope.
Oh,
Kirk.
Kirk did it. Kirk has bad rolls like that. Poor
You never know. It
J-Dog.
could be good. It could be bad. You never know.
Mhm.
Whoa.
True.
If this man was a level 18 cleric and he was trying to get his god to do something, he would have passed.
That's true. Yeah.
See,
I
that's
actually
the
just
key
read
is
that the other day.
I just need to be a cleric.
You know, and just divine
survive
intervention
to
as
level
much as
18.
possible.
Okay. So I know what the potions are.
Okay.
Too bad Eska doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Like, I picture Eska with his big bunny feet, just sitting in the, like, wiggling them a little bit, and he's got his little chemistry set out.
Okay. It's not a child's chemistry set. It's a legitimate chemistry set.
That's what I'm picturing right now. But he, like, every once in a while, he, like, flexes his little bunny toes, he twinkles them.
Doing real science here. Did you laughing at me?
You know what? That's why you got a 10. That's why you weren't able to figure it out, because you've been so yeah.
That Fel.
Yep.
Do you know potion stuff?
I do know medicines.
That's good enough. Can you help me with these?
Sure.
That might be good enough. I don't know if they're medicine, but
We're about to find out.
yeah.
How are you testing them?
How am I testing them?
Or are you just looking at them?
For now, I'm just looking at them. I don't have my equipment on me. I left that back in Othello's.
With the 12, you can tell one of the red potions is a healing potion. The other red potion likely has healing properties, but there's something else going on there. Um, it's got something floating in it.
So this one's a healing potion. This one looks like a healing potion, but it's got floaties in it. So there are like two possibilities. It's either not. It either has healing properties or somebody has backwashed into that particular potion.
Amelia
Ah.
stops playing and goes. And then
That was a
continues
really
to
intense
play.
reaction to just the word backwash. Are you okay?
Can you just not? God, somebody spit in that.
Adds
Maybe.
flavor.
That's because, like,
No.
what? You've never had somebody spit on you?
Yeah.
I mean, I have, but
I do that shit for fun sometimes.
Well, what? Rabbit folk are weird.
I'm inclined to be up with Winston on this one.
No. Oh.
Oh, that was me
I
out
was
of
gonna
character.
say,
Yeah.
He just peeks his head in from outside.
From outside, we just heard that's flavor.
Yeah. Oh. Emilian is now playing a song that's a little off key.
No, whoever has the highest passive perception may hear a sniffle in moments of quiet inside the hut. Is all.
A sniffle of moments of quiet.
Like
What?
during moments of from outside,
Oh.
whoever
okay.
has the highest passive perception in the hut will hear like a sniffle or two when it's quiet in the hut potentially.
Amelia's been playing
TLDR,
music.
Winston is crying outside while eating.
Oh, poor Winston.
Why are you crying?
You'll have to go out and find out, but we don't know about it because I keep playing music.
I mean, my passive perception is 16.
mine's 14.
Well, hold on, what's mine? Where does it show what mine is?
It'll be underneath your skills.
As you play the flute, a small shadow is cast upon you, and you hear, "How do billboards communicate? Sign language!" Ha 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 ha! And then the shadow disappears.
Mine's
Everyone, check your bags.
Mine's at 13. I'm not touching my bag right now. Mine's 13, so mine's not very good.
The word cast reverse revivify. I cast fireball. You're in an enclosed space. I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball.
I cast fireball.
Well, I'll walk outside. Do I see Winston is crying?
Yeah, I mean, unless he's trying to hide it from you.
I don't know, is he? I just hear whimpering.
I'm just sitting against the tree with my back to the door. You see me shaking, yeah.
You hurting, Winston? Is there pain somewhere?
Nope. Not that could be healed by you.
Oh, poor Winston. I'm picturing Winston with the sad panda tear eyes right now. Like his
No,
little...
not that heavily
picture.
crying.
Nothing broken? No smashed fingers? Anything like that?
No, that would be welcome. Physical pain is much easier to deal with than emotional pain.
Aw.
Very fair. Unfortunately, I can't do much about emotional pain.
That would be something if someone could.
I can sit with you.
Unfortunately, sitting with me is not going to bring back the owlbears.
Fair.
Or heal what pain they dealt with while they were fighting us.
Also fair. Oh, just take a seat. I'm not sitting next to Winston, but I'm just kind of sitting on the other side of the outside of the hut.
Winston, give me a history check.
Yo, I'm so good at these. Hell yeah.
Ooh, I like you had a -1 on that too.
I sure
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Not even lying when he said he was good at these.
So goblins aren't normally in this part of the forest.
And Winston knows this, right? And he's gonna
Yes,
tell us.
you're
Well,
remembering
I
that.
don't know this. I'm inside, so I can't hear.
So there's normally goblins nowhere near here. Do I know like the closest like clutch or clan of goblins?
The closest one that you've dealt with is almost a week and a half north.
So even further than I was taking them to
Well
the
past,
Hunter's Fell.
yeah, well past Hunter's Fell, well past even north
No,
of there.
no. Where the Hunters
Oh, sorry,
Fell,
excuse
not
me.
the town of
Yeah.
Hunters Fell. No, you're good.
But yes, well past both.
Have I interacted with them at all, or just know that's where they're typically at?
I mean, goblins aren't known for talking, right? They're not known for their diplomatic skills, so you tend to avoid them.
Mm-hmm.
And you know their territory, depending on how far your territory expands.
Mm-hmm.
You may have
I don't
interacted
think I
with
would have
some.
wandered. I don't think I would have wandered super close to where they're at, though. Probably.
No, it would have been more you know they're there and you stay out
Mhm.
of that section, that area.
Okay.
But you do recognize some of the clothing they wear as being a common color to them.
Okay. It's just weird. Owlbears attacking goblins very far from their home, which is odd for such a weak and spineless race.
I wonder what would have displaced them.
I don't know.
Well, they probably have a den nearby.
I hope not. If they've moved this far south, they're probably coming for that town next.
Yeah. But where there's rats, there's nests.
No, those are goblins.
Same idea.
I get that they're much smaller than me, but rats are way, way smaller. And also far more helpless.
I don't know. A big rat and a small goblin?
Who would win? 1 goblin, 100 goblins, or 10 rats? Wait, how's that go?
10 goblin-sized rats or 100 rat-sized goblins.
Exactly.
Who would you rather fight? I've never seen a giant rat that I can remember.
Oh, they're out there, and they're particular to city sewers, though.
That's
Some
probably
of
why
them
I've
can
never run into
grow.
them.
Some of them can grow to be 4.5 feet tall.
That's
I
adorable.
give a gesture. Yeah. It is adorable until they see you as food.
If they see me as food, I'm already 1 foot in the door of death. They can have me.
Fair. Well, tomorrow, if you want the help, we can start looking for the den.
If there is one, absolutely. Maybe tomorrow we can walk through that giant bushy area you brought up, because there was no getting through that for me.
Yeah. It'll do the plants some good in that area.
Well, it's good for them, but if we're to find where they came from, we're gonna have to try to track them, and trying to track through that's gonna be very difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, are you a master tracker then?
I don't think we have anyone in our group who's good at tracking. To be honest.
Yeah, then those plants are really gonna get in my way for trying to track them.
Wait, what skill is tracking? Survival?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a +4. But you don't know that.
Nope.
Everybody's like, we got to figure out some way to track peace. And Ames, going, I can do it. Everybody's
You
gonna
guys
kind
be
of
like,
side eye
what?
Ames, like, can you?
I could do it, but would I?
I
Are
don't
you
really
guys
have anything.
okay? From inside the tent, when we go back inside the whatever we're
Mhm.
in, Amelia, she's sitting there and she looks over at Kurik and she says, "I'm going to play a new song. It's called Kurik is a bag pranker and he won't admit to it." And she starts to play a new song on her flute that she's making up as she goes along.
Abuse mom night.
You say that like it's a unique night.
Abuse mom campaign.
Yes, there you go. Craig is still not responding.
Well, that's okay, because then Amelia actually starts to write down notes in her book. Like, she's legitimately writing, like, a song. So she's playing some musical notes and puts some marks in her journal as she goes along. But she's not saying anything. She's just playing and writing a little bit of a song. Glaring at Kurik. Aska, what he left you? What's your blue potion?
I have no idea.
He just left you.
Yeah, I can't. I'll figure it out later.
Okay.
Give it a
Do we
swig.
know why Ethel left?
You should chug it.
I should chug it.
I think it'd be hilarious.
Who's saying
DM
that?
wants you to drink it. Your GM, your god.
There's
Your
there's
voice of
a-
god is moving down.
Yeah.
We're not even high this time.
There's a shadow. No, there's a shadow above you. Drink it. Drink it. It's be funny.
Can you hear that?
Hear what? I mean, I'm music. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's great.
Thanks. Amelia smiles because she's actually happy that he said it was great, even though he probably doesn't mean it.
Is it great?
I mean, you can go ahead and make a roll, Ames, to see how it is, or you can use your nat 20 that was given to you.
Nah, we're gonna roll
Yeah.
this one.
Oh, okay.
What? Uh-oh.
Somebody threw a rock at you, Ames,
Oh, no.
and I rolled a nat 20.
Oh.
So,
Did it knock me unconscious or something?
oh no. It's more of an annoyance than anything. As you're going back and forth writing down, Eska asks you the question, and then as you guys are kind of starting to talk, you get hit by a pebble, just a little pebble. It just dead center of your forehead, just a real ping kind of a hit, and it falls onto your book in front of you, and you now have a very red and even it broke skin a little bit, right dead center of your forehead.
Amelia reaches her hand up to her forehead and crinkles her brows a little bit and looks at her hand afterwards. There's blood. Who did this?
One hell of a
Probably
leap
Kirk.
then.
Who hit me?
Kirk, did you throw a pebble just now?
What?
I am bleeding between my eyes.
What'd you throw that rock at Ames? What did
I
you?
I didn't throw a rock.
Well, I
It's
didn't
right
do
here.
it.
Look at this rock. It's right, and she like holds her journal open where the rock fell. I need this. Someone needs to investigate this rock. I would like to have who can Eska, your chemistry set isn't gonna work. Fel, I need you to do investigation things on this rock. Do magic-y things.
I peek my head in. What?
See this blood on me? She
Uh-huh.
points to her forehead where she got. See this rock? It hit me. I need you to tell me about this rock. Is it special? Does
I'll
it have?
take a look at the rock.
Does it have poison on it? Is it related to the slime at all? Can we see if Kirk is the one that threw it at me?
Is it a regular rock?
It's a river rock. It's a stone that you find like a pebble from a river.
Hmm.
Are we near a river?
No.
No.
Kind of weird.
Give it back.
Here you go.
Thanks. Amelia puts it in her front pant pocket on the right-hand side.
That's not a rock. That's a boulder.
It's a little
Or an
tiny
insect
rock.
Or an
No.
acorn.
Oh wait. What do you mean insect egg?
Beetles can lay eggs that are the size of, a copper
You
piece.
literally just told me it was a rock. And a river rock.
I mean, it is a river rock,
I would like to know what color and the description of the rock, please,
probably.
It's
Mr. DM.
it's a smooth, grayish blue rock with little veins
Okay.
of white in it.
Ooh, it looks fancy. How big is it
Pebble size.
in relation?
Like
Well,
guess-
pebble like a dime?
pebble
Like
like
smaller than a dime?
tip of a pinky, like the nail upwards of a pinky.
Okay.
Like essentially a larger than normal spitwad size.
Okay. And it's what colors?
It's got some gray with some blue, kind of a gray blue mixed in, and then it's got some just little white veins in it.
Adding it to my inventory.
It's mine now?
It's mine now. Yep. And Amelia, but it's in her front of right pocket. So. All right. And then she's gonna wipe the blood off her forehead, the little bit that she's had.
Okay.
She's gonna not play any more music for a little while because she's grumbly now. She's gonna write in her journal
Okay.
about the injustices of this world
I like it.
and how angsty she is right now.
She's entering her My Chemical Romance phase.
Yeah, pretty much. And how Flintstone keeps calling her Amy. And Kirk, she's certain, has pranked her bag and Eska's bag. Now she doesn't trust her new bag. I just bought this bag. I literally just bought this bag before we started on this trip. And now I can't trust it. Eska, what if they've pranked my bag too? What if Kirk pranked my bag? Do I open my bag? Eska.
Yeah,
Do you want to open my bag?
I
Can you
don't
check
want to open your bag.
Why not?
Make
What am
Eric
I?
open your bag. You're the one that thinks he did it.
That's true. Kirk. Hello,
Yes.
Kirk. Will you open my bag?
Why?
I'd like to see that it's not pranked.
I don't understand why I'm the one that has to open that.
Well, you've already
To
got
find
all of
out.
that green on you.
And so do you.
Yeah, but you have more. So what's a little bit more? Also, by you not opening it means it's pranked, right?
I don't know where that logic comes from.
My brain. It's perfectly reasonable. She just goes back to writing in her journal, occasionally glaring up at him.
I mean, I'm not opening the bag. I didn't do anything to your bag. I'm not opening the bag.
I will find a way to make you open this bag.
I'm sure you will.
All right. What is watch? What's watch rotation?
I'll go first.
I can go second.
And I'll do a doubly do.
Okay.
I could take one too. If you don't want to doubly do.
Ames said
Alright.
she was also going to take a double watch, so I was
Yeah, if I needed
this one
to.
out.
I could take one.
If Ames takes a double watch, she won't get a full rest.
Yeah.
Geo
Wait,
can
who won't get a full rest? Oh, Geo.
Ames.
Yeah, I
Geo
don't.
can
I
because
prefer
he's
not
full
to.
elf, right?
True. Well, then let's split it up. So Winston can take a watch, and Eska and Thel can take 2, and then that should be good, right? And I take 1.
You only need 4 watches in a night.
Oh, well, then I can just sleep. This is great. I need beauty
No.
sleep anyway.
No,
Eska
no.
said
Eska's almost dead.
Eska already
Oh.
opted out before you did.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take 1 then. I'll go
I'll take
second.
The first one then.
Oh, and then Thel, and if I go second, then Thel gets the last 2. That works great.
Wow.
All right, Stabs, go ahead and give us your perception
Roll
check.
a 7. Give us 777s. Come on, baby. Daddy knew
Do I-
it.
is that- what do I-
Jackpot.
Where do I roll my Here we go. Perception.
Dang it.
Nah.
Oh my goodness.
Did I win? Oh,
The only
hell
time
yeah.
you're really sad to get a high roll.
Maybe.
Yeah, the night is fairly uneventful. Ames,
Dark and full of cares.
well, I mean, are you keeping watch from inside with the fire, or are you stepping outside of the hut?
Well, I have my lights. I'm looking out the door.
Don't you get dark vision as a half elf?
I do. So I'm like by the door, looking out the door. My back is to the fire.
Okay.
So I'm keeping an eye on everything I can see out the door. So I'm like sitting in the doorway area, kind of thing. So my lights and the fire would be behind me.
Gotcha. Okay. Suena buena. Okay. Yeah, Ames, you notice, I mean, you hear some movement out in the woods, but nothing real concerning. Delafora and Winston saw and heard nothing all night. They kept the
Nope.
fire going.
Like, so I just heard things that I assume are animals, or like normal night noises, or were they louder than normal?
I mean, you think they're animals of a sort,
Okay.
but, you know, being more of a city folk.
Well, I do have some survival skills, but, you know, probably survival in a city.
That's fair.
Okay, so I think there's animals or creatures nearby.
Mhm.
Okay. Would I wake anybody up? I don't know if I would.
It's up to you, not me.
So, well, you don't think that, like, I just think they're animals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, that means it's up to you, not me.
How close do I think they are? Like, how does Amelia have any concept of how close they might be?
In the dark and in the forest, sound travels differently. It kind of messes
Okay.
with your senses. I'd say you don't know how far or how near or far they might be, or wherever they are.
Is there any kind of, like, discernible noise, like wolves howling, or
Mm-mm.
like can she pinpoint what some of the animals are? Just there's noise.
It's movement in the bushes and stuff, is what
Oh,
it
okay,
is.
all right. Okay.
It's not. You don't like a wolf. Yeah, you guys hear wolves howl, but they're in the distance. It's it's a normal thing.
Okay.
Wolves live in the area.
Yep.
So that's not even something that we would worry about on a perception check unless it was super close, right?
Okay. Yep.
So there's no discernible easy boom. It's that creature, no matter what. I know it's that creature. So you don't have that going on for you. You just hear movement of some sort of a creature outside.
Okay. Am I on last watch right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I actually might do a thing. Can I move my lights?
Mm-hmm.
My dancing lights?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to move my dancing lights so that they're in front of me in the direction I'm facing.
Okay.
Probably out maybe 30 feet if I can.
Okay.
I just want to move them so that they're illuminated a little bit more. Because Amelia kind of thinks if it's an animal, they might not want to come closer to the light.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, you're able to do that, no problem.
Okay. And does it change anything? Like, does she still hear anything? Do things get quieter? Do they get louder?
There's not much of a change. And
Okay.
the rustling you heard wasn't like a constant rustling. It
No,
was
she just Amelia's assuming it's like an animal that got too close.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, and that maybe the lights would have scared it off. So she's just checking to like see if that decreased or increased, or if she still hears it. Like she's not really spooked. She's just trying to make sure that anything that might have been kind of getting too close kind of stays away from
Gotcha.
the doorway
Okay.
a little bit.
Sounds good.
So no change really then.
No, nothing that you
Okay.
notice.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
They could
Alright,
be
that's
20
all.
feet. They could be 200 feet.
Yeah, and that's fine. So she just wanted to scare them a little bit. So that's her. That's all she's gonna do.
Sweet diggity. Okay. Yeah, so you guys pass into morning. Which means everybody's at full health, and if you've spent hit dice, you regain half your level in hit dice up to your maximum.
I get all my inspirations back,
Mm-hmm.
which I like to have.
And
Okay.
I leveled.
Hooray, Winston!
Yeah.
Congratulations. Do you have all new spells and stuff, or
Gosh.
you didn't
Yeah.
plan that ahead?
No, that's every morning.
No, I mean, did you plan it ahead, like that you got to pick new things out of
yeah.
character? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good. Good.
Well,
So
I'm
are
gonna
we?
take 20 minutes to do it right now.
Is everybody awake?
I mean, we're at the
I
point
think
where
so.
people are starting to wake up, so are you waking people up?
Yeah, I actually am gonna wake up Winston first, which is weird, but she's gonna try to like shake Winston awake if he's not awake, or like nudge him a little bit. Winston.
Where on me are you nudging and or shaking?
Shoulder probably. Shoulder, arm. She's gonna be pushing the arm a little bit, maybe poking, just like Winston.
My hand
Winston.
immediately reaches up in the direction of not like to punch, but like to grab.
Do you grab my hand?
Think a little higher. Like
You grab my face?
towards your throat face area, just
Oh,
out of like rapid instinct.
So you probably grab my hair.
Or I'm just palming your face.
Maybe, okay. That makes sense. Winston.
Well, it's probably more like
Winston.
Alright.
Yeah.
What? Oh, sorry.
Winston.
If you're gonna wake somebody, start by the feet.
What? Ew! Why would I want to touch somebody's feet?
Because they can't grab your face that way.
Then they can kick me in my head.
Not if they're on the ground and you kick them at a distance yourself.
Oh, I don't kick people to wake them up. That's just not a nice way to wake up. I guess I could have poured water
You
over
have my
you.
permission to kick the bottom of my foot to wake me up next
Okay.
time.
Okay, thank you. So there was I heard a lot of it sounded like a lot of animals out in the woods last night. I mean, a lot meaning for me there seemed like a lot. Like, there was noise last night. Not like scary noises, but there was a bunch of noises.
I
Wait,
mean,
can
we are
we
sleeping in
talk
the
to the trees?
backyard of a lot of animals.
Well, should we go look?
Did they bother us?
I don't think so.
Are we hurt? Are you hurt?
No. Can we go talk to your trees? Your tree
Then I
friends and
don't
find
think
out what's
they bothered
happening?
us.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to tell somebody because normally when we watch and stuff, I just watch the stars and nothing ever happens. But I heard noises. So I moved my lights. And
Well, just like you, animals can be curious.
you're not helping.
And just like us, they can choose not to provoke.
Can we go kick them on the bottom of their feet?
The animals?
Yeah.
They're probably not even around anymore. They were probably curious as to who or what was staying here, and when they got the answer that they wanted, they probably
now-
could go about their business.
Now I want answers. Like what they were exactly.
I mean, it could have been an owl, it could have been a wolf, could have been a bat, could have been... I'm just naming off every nocturnal animal that I know at this point.
Amelia's like looking up at the ceiling a little bit and like regretting that she woke Winston up. She should have woke up anybody other than Winston.
Shrimp tacos, shrimp salad.
Shrimp kebabs.
Shrimp scampi,
Oh,
jambalaya
okay.
shrimp, bubblegum
okay.
shrimp.
Winston. Okay, so animals.
Yeah.
Would you like to come out on a walk with me, or would you? I can just
Well,
get
if we're
Eska.
gonna walk, shouldn't we just take everybody if we're going to?
Well, I'm thinking we should just do a quick check around, outside around our camp a little bit, just to make sure that we're safe.
Why? We're
From
not staying here
things.
any longer. We're getting ready to leave.
Yeah, but
this
what
morning.
if there was? I don't know. I don't feel. Have you ever had, Winston? Have you ever just had a feeling that something wasn't right?
That you had a dream that you could have.
I've got a feeling.
Usually
Yay!
before my morning constitution, yes.
Okay, well, I'm not talking about that kind of feeling. Okay. Sorry, Winston. You can go back to sleep or something.
I'm awake now. It's
Okay.
like Thel mentioned trying to find some rat goblin den.
What about the owl
nesting.
bears? Weren't
They
we
might
supposed
be
to be?
connected. Since there are all those goblins out there and
Well,
fuck
that's
all
what
high
I'm
grass
worried about.
now.
What if there was goblins all around our camp last night?
Then they probably would have attacked. They're not the smartest.
Well, maybe we should look to see if they came close to us. Because then you guys aren't going to be able to sneak up on whatever their nest den thing is. Wait, goblins live in a nest?
That's what Thel said. I don't know. It was confusing.
I mean, I'm new to this area of this world, and they don't live in nests where I come from.
Yeah, normally they live in caves or abandoned villages.
Yeah, exactly. This whole nest thing. I mean, what's the connection to the rats?
At this
I
point,
don't
the
know.
other
I don't know.
party members are waking up hearing because of the talking.
Yeah, because I'm not being quiet anymore. I was at first. But so, what's the connection to the rats?
You're asking the wrong person. I have no idea.
Oh, Thel's normally fairly smart, but I mean, this nest, goblin nest. I think. All right, I'm gonna go outside then and look around for things.
Well, if you think that they're surrounding us, it's probably not the best to go out on your own.
Why do you think I asked you if you wanted to come out with me?
Why don't we take everyone?
Well, they're not awake yet.
Wake up!
Uh,
It's
And I
adventuring
just go over and
time.
knock on Kirk's shell. Wake up!
I've been awake. It's not like I could sleep with all the talking going on.
Excellent. Then it's time to go to find Bell's goblin rat nest.
Why do goblins live in nests around here? This is weird.
Goblins live in dens around here.
So, I heard some noises last night. I think they're probably animals, but because you guys keep talking about giant rats and nests of goblins and things, I thought maybe we should
Who
take a
said
look.
giant rats?
I don't know. Would they not have to be giant rats if they're going to be like goblin size?
Who said anything about goblin-sized rats?
I don't know. If a goblin lives in a nest and a goblin is like a rat, is the nest the size of a rat's nest? If that's the case, they're small goblins then, or they're giant rats.
I just told you goblins live in dens.
Then where did the nest thing come from?
Rats
Does
live in
nests-
nests.
Nests
What?
are like dens for certain animals.
Okay. Well, anyway.
You
I mean, it was
feeling okay this
frustrating.
morning?
There was noises, okay? And normally we don't hear anything other than like some wolves and possibly like, nothing outside. And there was noises. Enough that I moved my lights. So I thought maybe we should like take a look around as we're leaving or something. I asked Winston if he'd look with me, but he just wanted to talk about name off every nocturnal creature that ever lived.
Well, like I said, we are sleeping in their backyard. We don't bother them, they won't bother
What
us.
if it's their front yard, Winston?
Well,
what if
then,
it's
as
their
long as we
front
don't
yard?
bother them, they also won't bother us.
I think we should look around.
And we will, as we leave.
I mean,
Yeah.
they want some food.
I'm gonna go take a peek out the front door.
Okay.
You should see my dancing lights. Would they still be up?
I don't
I don't think so.
this
They wouldn't
time,
have
no.
lasted. They only last like 10 minutes now.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell Fel that I put them like 30 meters out from the door, or 30 feet out from the door. I'm gonna point in a direction that they were, which I don't really know what direction that was.
I'm just gonna make sure that what remained of the fire is completely out. Then walk out carrying the leftover berry salad medley that I had.
Wait, you didn't eat it all? It was decent, except for all the screen stuff.
Green stuff's the best part.
No, it's not.
Absolutely. Baby
Well-
spinach is fantastic.
You shouldn't eat babies.
I didn't eat babies, they're spinach,
It's baby spinach, you said.
which is just spinach, but smaller.
Yeah, the young version, right?
No, it's fully grown. That's just what they call
Why
it.
don't you call it small spinach?
I didn't name it. What do you call that thing you keep pulling out of your bag? A flute?
As it is a flute,
Exactly.
you hold it to the side,
That's
and
a
it
good-
makes noise that goes
already
flute-a-loot-a-loot.
Named.
And if it's one that goes down, vertical, right? Then it's called a recorder.
I think that's called a sham.
No, not where I come from.
No, yeah. Out of character, even where you come from.
I only know them as recorders.
D&D world, that's a sham.
Well, Eames isn't from around here.
Baby is technically only used to refer to animals that cannot take care of themselves, and because plants grow out of the ground and can feed themselves, they are not technically ever babies.
I like to imagine that Thelaphorus said this in context.
Of course
I
he
did.
did.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he? This is totally his
That
character.
is very on brand for Thel.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
I could be like 4 topics ahead though, and he'll just pipe up with that afterwards. You know.
That's also on brand for Thel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Amelia just kind of looks at him because she doesn't remember what she said 20 minutes ago.
Eating greens might help with memory.
No. No thanks. I'm gonna eat whatever rations I have that aren't green for breakfast.
I have made good coffee.
Is it actually coffee and not that tea? Eska, we need to get more of that tea. Remember the
No,
tea?
we
It was
don't.
so good. What are you afraid of it for? It was so good.
Afraid?
No, we
I'm not
don't.
afraid of it.
Your grandpa made the best stuff.
Yeah, he used the right amount of it.
You killing me.
Well, I won't make it. I need somebody to teach me how to make it, obviously. Might have been a little too strong.
No.
But what if we made it and we put some of these mushrooms that Thel has in his bag in it?
Great,
I
now we have
mean-
an addict on our hands.
Thal does carry poison.
Oh, my internet died. Hold
Oh
on.
no.
Get her while she's gone. Retire her character.
I cast reverse resurrection.
I cast reverse true resurrection.
Oh.
Bedtime.
Okay.
Go to bed.
Fine. Have a good night, everyone.
Thanks, Mom. See ya.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. I don't have red bars in Discord anymore.
Mom told us to go to bed, so we're going to bed.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wait,
the
your
streetlights
mom.
came on.
My
JL,
wife was
your
just
mom.
telling the kids to.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see. I missed that part. My mom went to bed already.
Same. Probably.
Probably.
I
Yeah.
don't know. They're not at home.
Still?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what did I miss other than the it's time to go to bed?
That was it.
You were eating mushrooms?
Oh no, I was trying to get the mushrooms. I was suggesting that I take the mushrooms from Thel's bag, the ones that made me feel really good, and put them in the tea that made me feel real good. I think that would be really a good thing, Amelia says. I mean, obviously we're not going to try that on the road. That's something you do back at the guild house, but, you know. I'm going to write this down in my book.
Not while I'm around.
Right. Eska, you're up for it, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And Amelia writes it in her book. She puts a note that says, to do, one back, Eska tea,
To do.
Plus-
Get ripped.
Eska tea plus Thel mushrooms equals happy face.
Equals-
Double dosing on drugs.
Yeah.
Addict.
Hashtag living the dream.
Yep.
Dreaming to live. Man, your character's gonna get so high she's gonna realize she's just a character.
Maybe. She'll be like, wait,
That
what
or
is
she
real?
might actually retire.
Yeah.
Maybe. She'll be like, all right, I'm done with this. I need to go find myself.
She doesn't, her liver might.
That's also fair. Eska's about gave up on him recently.
All right, Amelia actually legitimately would like to go outside and look around.
Okay, yeah.
Do I do investigation checks or something?
It would be, investigation would work.
So
When
I'd
do I
like to
get
go.
mine?
Huh?
What's that?
You get your what?
I stepped out a long time ago to go look outside.
Oh, that's your perception there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So from the door, have you gone further into the woods, or you're just at the door?
I'm just outside the door.
There's not much to see from here. It doesn't look like anything's been disturbed near the camp.
Sweet.
I'm gonna go to where I put my lights, which were directly outside the door, about 30 feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna go there, and I'd like to look around from there first, if I
Okay.
can. What do I need to roll? So what I'll tell you what I'm looking for. I'm looking for any kind of like footprints or animal droppings or a lot of broken twigs or some like
That would be a survival
obvious
check for
signs
that.
of things. Okay.
You don't see anything. Nothing that would have indicated there's like anything predatory nearby. You see some hoof prints.
Okay.
You don't know how old they are, right? Because the ground here is
Do I know
relatively
what kind
soft.
of hoof? Like a horse hoof or?
That you're not sure of. It's definitely not a horse, right? It doesn't have that
Okay.
backward curve. But other than
Okay.
it's not a horse, you're not sure what it is.
Okay. Are there like bushes and stuff nearby? Like how
Oh, yeah.
how heavily brushed is it?
It's
At that 30
you got fairly good underbrush here.
Okay.
It's fairly old forest at this point.
I guess I'd like to kind of stand where I'm at and just kind of like do a general look around to see if there's like I don't know. She just wants to look to see like Amelia's very suspicious of what she heard, but she doesn't really know why she's suspicious.
Okay.
She's just feeling suspicious. Like there's
Don't be
we'll call it her
suspicious.
elf tingly senses or something. She feels that something's off, but she doesn't know what it is, so she doesn't really know what to look for. So she's probably not going to find anything, but she just
Gotcha.
wants to look around.
Okay.
Peter Tingle.
Yeah, my Peter Tingle. Exactly.
What?
From Spider-Man.
Oh, Spidey sense, Peter Tingle. Okay.
Yeah, from the Tom Holland ones.
We've been watching all the Spider-Mans, Panda and I have been, so
Nice.
That's
yeah.
what Aunt May calls it, is Peter Tingle.
Yeah.
I like it.
So she feels that there's just something a little bit off, or she's extra. I don't know if she's like, I don't know. She feels a little anxious, I guess, and she just feels that something's off because normally her watches go by with literally nothing, and she just heard extra stuff, so she's feeling a little bit. And then they were talking about goblins, so she's just feeling paranoid more than Ames is normally paranoid, you know?
Yeah.
So I imagine what she would do is she'd go out a little ways from the 30 feet, so maybe continue in that same direction and just kind of do a scan around the bushes. Just looking pretty much for anything, just general looking around because she is distrustful.
Okay.
Do
Go for another
do I have to
survival
roll
check.
anything? Or?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, there's hoof prints for sure. Again, you're not sure if they're how fresh they are. You can tell they're within the last few days. They're not old hoof prints, but you're not sure if they're last night or not because it didn't rain or anything. So the ground's
Yeah.
not that soft. Yeah, I think that's about all you notice.
Okay. Well, she's learned her lesson with asking Winston for help, so she's gonna actually yell at Thel this time. Thel, do you
Yeah.
know what these footprints are? There's like animal prints of some sort here.
You want me to make a nature check?
I don't know. Do you know what they are? I don't know what they are.
Nature check would be good for identifying them. Because I know you're a druid, but you're not a druid in the forest. You spent
I
your
am
time.
a trained in nature, though.
Yes.
I probably should have picked Winston for this case, but he would just start naming off a bunch of creatures again.
You can determine it's a smaller hooved creature, probably a deer. Because that's probably all you can think of that would be in this area, but definitely not like a moose.
I'll tell her it's probably a deer.
Okay. So not a giant rat that goblins would drive or ride around on.
No,
Well,
rats do not have
rat-
hooves.
Typically, they ride giant dogs called wargs, but
Are these work prints?
it's more like
Nope.
a dog print.
Okay, these are not dog prints for sure. Okay.
Yeah, wargs do not have hooves either.
Okay. I just heard some things and there's something weird in the air or something.
I'll take a deep sniff. What do I smell? Hopefully no one farted.
Uh, I mean, you don't smell anything particularly out of place.
I'll tell her that. I
Though
hope
there
there's anything
is.
in the air.
How familiar are you? Is your character with spices?
Seeing as how Thelaphora prefers to eat food raw, probably not.
Okay, there is a slight strange smell. It's very faint, but otherwise everything is normal.
Hmm. I do smell something strange.
Oh,
I couldn't tell you what it is though.
does Amelia smell it?
What?
Um,
Doing this.
Getting a good deep breath.
Yeah.
And how familiar is Ames with spices?
I mean, she eats anything that's not green. So her food is normally cooked, and sometimes it has flavor. She's not all raw, but I mean, let me see what skills she have that might be. She doesn't. I don't know. She has like nothing in Arcana or anything like that,
Yeah,
or medicine or nature.
I would say you notice it as Thel
Okay.
points it out, but without a roll.
What would
I
I
mean,
roll?
we could do a luck check and just see
Okay.
if you know it. So go for it.
Okay. How do I roll luck again?
So slash 4DF slash
Four,
roll space
roll,
4DF.
right.
Yeah.
Is there any room for bardic knowledge here or something like that?
I don't know if I have bardic knowledge.
Either
I mean,
way,
+1
she
isn't
got a
bad.
+1, which is enough to be familiar with this. It smells like cinnamon. You smell cinnamon on the air.
I definitely know what cinnamon is. I smell something sweet. Now that's cinnamon? Who's cooking with cinnamon? Oh, I'm okay. My mother, she used to make this delicious eggnog, and it would have cinnamon in it.
What's eggnog?
Oh, it's this drink you make it with eggs and with milk, and you boil things down, and it's like a thick liquid, but it's like not thin like water, so it's more like I don't know what it's like. Oh, it's very creamy, and it's got a slight little taste of eggs, and it's a little yellow. And she used to put cinnamon in it, and this is really reminding me of that. Who would be me? Who? I want cinnamon.
Well, let's go make sure it's not our
Why?
compatriots who are.
Why do we smell cinnamon in the woods, though?
I mean, we can check to make sure our party doesn't have cinnamon on them.
Okay.
That would be my first guess.
All right. Amelia like half runs back into the sleeping area because cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Is anybody cooking with cinnamon? Do you guys have cinnamon? I smell cinnamon.
No.
No. No cinnamon here. Do you want to look
Is
through
there
my
cinnamon
bag
in
and
my
make
coffee?
sure?
I'm not touching your bag 'cause you probably pranked it.
Okay.
Garrick, did you prank your own bag?
No, I didn't prank your bag. I didn't prank Amelia's bag, and I didn't prank my bag.
He's
Open
offering
your
to let
bag
me
to prove
open
it.
it. Thanks, Aska. Amelia's distracted from
bag,
the cinnamon
Kirk.
smell to watch
Open
Kirk
your
open his
bag.
bag.
Wait, what?
Open your
I would
bag.
open your bag.
Show us it isn't pranked.
Okay. I'll open my bag.
Your bag?
Yeah.
Like your personal bag, not like one of their bags?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we're making him open his bag.
Dex check.
Woo!
Oh,
Woofda.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. The 0. He's got a 0 on the 20. Anyway, okay.
Uh, nothing happens.
Fastest turtle you ever seen. I
Nothing
take it.
happened.
See?
Doesn't
So it
mean
wasn't
anything.
pranked, but you really looked like you were ready for it to be pranked.
He did,
You
didn't
looked
he?
like you were gonna dodge that really well.
Yeah. Yep. Can turtles even dodge?
He just opens his bag and ducks his head into a shell.
Right.
I guess, right? That would be one way. Back to the cinnamon. I smell cinnamon. So none of you guys have cinnamon? I really would like a drink with cinnamon in it now. Oh. There was this mead I had one time. And it was you'd serve it hot. Like super hot, like burn your throat hot.
No, you
And
cook
it had cinnamon in it. Oh yeah. You definitely would cook it. You cook it till it boils, right? And then you put cinnamon in it. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, I don't have any cinnamon.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Okay.
I mean, it sounds delicious, but I don't have any cinnamon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to order someone when we hit a tavern next, or whenever we find a town. Maybe the. Ooh, do you think goblins have cinnamon? Can we ask them when we go see their like rat nest cage cave thing?
I wouldn't advise
You think
asking
anything
goblins.
closely associated to rats would have cinnamon?
Maybe. You don't know what they steal. Goblins steal things, don't they?
I mean,
The ones around me did.
they kind of left everything that wasn't just like raw meat in people's bodies.
Hmm.
I once read a book about a rat who was a gourmet chef.
Gosh.
Anyone can cook.
Bandits. We've had. Yeah, is Eska gonna lose 50 points too now?
Gosh. Nope, we're just gonna wrap it up there.
At least mine was quality.
Oh my gosh.
can't
You
wrap
didn't
it
I
up
hope you didn't
early.
actually take off 50 points. I didn't actually take 50 points
No.
for that. Okay.
No, I didn't.
Alright.
I wasn't gonna do it anyway. I don't fight you tooth and nail for that.
I really wanted to follow up with. I bet
that
they
was a
had bone
good
claws
joke.
too. I wanted to follow up with. I bet they had bone claws too,
Yeah.
but I didn't. Because I didn't want to lose 50 points. So Amelia's fine with getting ready to leave with the cinnamon in the air. Since no one has cinnamon and Kirk's bag wasn't pranked.
Kirk, I believe you, by the way. I don't think you're doing all this.
I don't believe him at all. What
Thank
do you
you.
ask? Why are you telling him one thing and then me another?
Because
He's a people
fun to
pleaser.
watch.
Yeah, the cinnamon doesn't mean anything to me, does it?
No, it wouldn't mean anything in particular to you. It would stand out. It'd be weird. Because obviously there's no cinnamon in a temperate rainforest, in a temperate forest.
Mhm. And it's sourceless.
Yeah, not. I mean, you guys haven't been able to identify a source. Does anybody have like bonuses on scent-based things, like what wolves and stuff have?
I don't have anything like that.
I have keen senses as a feat.
Does that help you with smell? I thought that was more.
It just gives you proficiency in perception. So, yes, but no.
Gotcha. and I've already told you what you identified outside of the stuff that I told you what you identified. So.
Yeah. I will. Honestly, I don't think it's cinnamon out there. I faintly remember it being a common scent when Fey touch creatures move between realms.
Wait. Move between realms?
Uh huh.
Hmm. And Amelia just thinks and is suddenly very quiet.
How
Kind of interested into why
And what? Why? What?
the Fae are here.
I mean,
Just me?
Are you not also of Fey ancestry like myself?
I have Fae ancestry, and I even have a fairy with me,
No, you
which
have a bird.
is okay. That's insulting. It hurts Enki's feelings.
Ah!
I thought Zanky was a bird. Okay. You gonna say it's not a bird?
He's not a bird. He can say he's not a bird.
Hmm.
Then why does he look like a bird and not a fairy?
Because he is less conspicuous that way.
I don't believe you.
What if Zanky's been pranking our bag? Aska?
Shall we investigate these goblins
Hmm.
and see if we can track down where they came from?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go outside and at least search the area.
I would like to get some cinnamon.
You're
'Kay.
not going to find any around here. You're going to have to find someone to
But-
trade for that.
But I smell it. Can't we just go towards the smell?
Do you know where the smell is coming from?
I don't know, but
Then how can you go towards a smell that you don't know where it's coming from in the first
I
place?
don't know. Winston asked the trees. Why are you making everything so difficult?
Hmm.
And I'm
Yeah,
just going
I
to walk
think-
off towards the goblins.
Let's go investigate. Anyone, if you come across any strange creatures, do not make any promises and do not make any deals. And Thellophora walks out.
Correct. Eska's still making his coffee. Everybody's like leaving.
I'm not leaving yet.
Where's my, you guys, I'm drinking
Oh, I put the
coffee.
fire out. I put the fire out.
You did
already.
put it a while ago.
Eska, would you mind if I had some coffee?
Wait. No, go ahead.
Sweet.
Dex check.
Get another nat 20.
I'm just
Do
messing with you.
it.
I'm just messing with you.
Do it.
Yeah, don't make him waste another nat 20.
Drum, you will not be
Yeah.
cowed by his godly powers.
So Winston is left.
I mean, I'm grabbing coffee and then following closely behind.
I'm following Winston. I'm kind of pestering him a little bit about the cinnamon.
Yeah, I'll pack up and just be a few feet behind them, I suppose.
Okay. Sounds good. And Thellophora, you're going with him, I assume.
Yeah.
And what direction? Where are you guys headed?
I think we gotta start tracking from here, don't we?
And headed back to where we fought the owlbears and the
Right.
goblins.
Yeah, we got to go back to there to see if we can find somewhere to track from.
Okay. All right. Perfect. You are back on the map where you're on the map. You guys have walked
Deja
in
vu all over again.
and you're on the map. Nothing's really changed. The owl, actually, there is a change. The owlbears have been buried. Crazy.
Who did that?
Wow.
Me.
All right. Okay, well, I mean,
My pi-
all of the things came from the north, right? So that's probably an okay place to start.
Yes, but we also have to navigate through that I just pointed all the high grass and bushes that appeared out of nowhere
Yeah,
the day prior.
which is massive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
Varish. Why does
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, there's the line.
Can we just burn it?
Yeah, I mean, you could. Go for
Do
it.
not burn down the forest.
Along with the rest of the forest.
Well, maybe we do something to, like, I don't know, protect the rest of it somehow.
I don't think I've got anything that can do that. I can burn it and I'll point to my cannon on my shoulder, but
Geo,
Where?
with that ability, does it make all plant growth grow?
If you cast the spell using an action, 100-foot radius becomes thick and overgrown.
Okay, so the trees are overgrown, the bushes are overgrown as well, so it's a lot more than just tall grass.
all of a sudden
Okay.
all the trees are 20 feet taller than everything else.
Basically, yeah, they've all jumped and widened and gnarled up.
And it's only in a 100-foot circle, so we can just probably avoid the 100-foot circle.
That's fair.
So we go around it then.
Yes.
I think that's the best thing.
Okay.
Yeah, just skirt around it and head north.
Okay, go ahead and put your characters in marching order, and I'd like you guys to march your way out.
I'll take the back.
I got the point. Or Winston can take point. Either one.
You staying, Eska?
No, I was trying to. There we go.
You're leaving?
Wait,
What is this down here?
That's Ace. I pulled
That's
him
eight.
out
Okay.
of the place.
Eska just all of a sudden darts.
Yeah.
She's like, peace. I'm gonna bounce my way to the Easter Bunny house.
The pink is the area. The
Area-ish.
pink circle is the 100 feet
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah, like you said, area-ish, right? Like,
Hello? Oh.
yeah. All right, you guys are moving in.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Where are you gonna start
Yeah.
looking for tracks?
I mean, could we see that goblin over there?
Yeah, you can see the corpse.
And over by him, let's see if
I was
he
gonna
came
say.
from any certain direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I had to guess, he probably came from this direction.
Hooray, I have sound again.
Woo-hoo.
Welcome
Welcome
back.
back.
Thanks.
All right. Go ahead and give me a survival check. Let's see how well you're able to, if you're able to find his.
Who's surviving? Who's doing survival checks?
It would be Winston because he's in the lead and he's the one
Okay.
tracking. So the fortunate thing is you can safely identify they came from this direction, right? However, with the ground as hard as it is, and it's very difficult to tell where tracks may or may not be, right? Because you know there was a lot more than the goblins you killed that ran, and so you can't tell where the foots go. There's just there's just not enough left behind for you to really find anything here.
Well, they were here, and now they're not.
I'm gonna wild shape into a wolf and try and track them by smell.
Okay. So you'll make a survival check. By using smell, you get advantage on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, you get a pretty good this direction.
Alright, I'll start walking in that direction, following the scent.
I guess we'll follow the wolf.
As we follow, I'm just gonna look back. Did you guys know he could do that?
That
saw him do a
and
cat
many
one
other
time.
things.
He was a cat one time.
Okay, stop. You are getting into the deep stuff. The scent is still flowing kind of this way. More into the deep stuff. So you'll need to make another survival check to see if you can maintain following it. Okay? So you'll start moving.
Do we now? One question. I know we talked about just trying to go around the thick stuff and
Mhm.
maybe just trying to catch the scent on the other side. I don't know if we still wanted to do that, but I'm not sure how traversing through this stuff is going to go.
Slow.
Do we have to walk
Quarter
through this?
speed.
It's really gonna be like not good on my boots.
Woof.
Does the wolf continue to go into the thick stuff, or does the wolf stay on the outside of the thick stuff?
Woof.
That's not. No, you can't do that. That's there's no way out of this.
I'll look at him and be like, are we going in or are we going around? 1 bark for in, 2 for around, and you can understand exactly what I'm saying as well.
Woof.
He wants to go into the thick stuff.
Fantastic.
It's gonna be slow going and we need to stick together.
Agreed.
Fun fact, raptors don't get slowed down by this tall grass.
Great.
Neither does my monk in the other game.
Yeah.
You bet I've never seen a raptor.
I know, right? Okay,
Clever
it starts to
girl.
go about due east from here.
Why are we going west?
Back the way we came.
Excuse me, west.
Yeah, I
Guys,
was like,
Okay, hold up.
we just came from the east.
I want everybody to understand I have gotten no more than 4 hours of sleep, like 4 nights in a row. I have not been able to sleep. I'm starting to feel sick, so I have not. I'm very tired. I do.
You don't have your stickers on your monitor.
Yeah, you need your P-Stabs branded post-it
Yep.
notes for directions.
Yeah,
Yep.
fair enough.
Mhm.
Well, left.
There we go. That works for me.
All right, right about where you're at, Geo, you notice a much
Okay.
stronger goblin scent.
Yes,
And-
correct.
Oh, you were just lagging behind, so I was trying to
Oh.
make sure.
Real life
Okay.
me was dusting my fingers, my chipped fingers off of my before I touched my mouse.
Understandable.
Got them Cheeto hands.
Yeah, well, munchies.
Ooh, munchies even better.
Okay,
I
go ahead
like
and
the
stop
pretzels in there.
there. I'm such an idiot.
You take us the wrong way.
No, I've been. Don't worry about it.
It's like a circle.
But a
We're just
freaky
going in a
circle.
circle.
Okay, you come upon that. A goblin corpse.
In
It-
like robes?
No, that just happened to be the one that was in this area. But no, this he's a regular goblin, but he has been grown around, and he's.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I reach down and try to pull him out of the growth?
Sure.
Strength check.
Unless you're unless you're using some sort of cutting implement to cut around him, yeah, it'd be a strength check. If you're just pulling him against the roots, it's strength.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to wrench him out of there pretty good. You do
Does
lose
he
one of
come
the
out in
legs
one
in the
piece?
process. You do lose a
Oh.
leg in the process.
You broke it.
That's not too bad to be able to reach in there and grab the leg and yank it out on its own.
I'll do it.
It
Just arr.
it's not like this is a toy. He's also deceased. It's not like he
dropped the
can
leg.
feel it. I'll lay him on top of all the overgrowth. Lay him back down.
It's immediately apparent that this guy was not killed by owlbears, and that he died before the spell went off, because it grew over top of him.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Does somebody want to look him over, or
Amelia would like to rifle through all of his pockets.
Go for
After
it.
she's done with that, I'll investigate the body for potential causes of death.
I'm investigating the body too, but I'm not unwild shaping for it, so I can't do anything that would require hands.
Do I what do I roll to see if he's got anything in his pockets?
Investigation.
You'd roll an investigation to see if you can find anything, but keep
Okay.
in mind that even a nat 20 does not create things.
No, that's fine. I just want to look in his pocket. This is Amelia. She looks in
Yeah.
all the pockets.
He's got a couple of teeth.
Okay. What kind of teeth do I know?
Are you a dentist?
Uh-uh.
They don't all seem to be from the same species.
Okay. Amelia takes the teeth and looks at them in her hand and puts them back in his pocket.
Then that brings us to correct. Go ahead and do your investigation that you're... Okay. So he died running from something, because he was face down when you guys found him, and as you're searching through his body, you find crossbow bolt wounds in his back, 2 of them.
Oh.
And you can have pretty good indication that there is something in the wound, but it would take a medicine check to be able to get it out.
Okay, well, I mean, I'll try it if no one else wants to. Not that it's gonna work out too great, but we'll see.
Says the guy rolled in at 20 with a +0.
It worked out great.
On a roll
Congratulations.
that meant literally nothing.
You think that I wouldn't have chosen to do something if it was low? Come on.
And
No. You sell me short. Yeah, you're able to you're able to get some tweezers and cut the wound open a little bit without losing it into the flesh. You're able to extract a shard of black stone.
Oh.
Not a terribly large shard, almost as if like something chipped off of something else and got stuck.
Okay. That's
Geo,
interesting.
you notice as you are you pacing around the area? Or are you just checking out this goblin at the moment?
I'm pacing around the area if Kurak's working on the body.
Okay. You do pick up other smells that are not goblin smells or the owlbear smells.
Can I identify what they are?
Um, Give me a nature check because I'm not sure if you'd be familiar with the smells of these particular creatures.
Okay. Should I do it at advantage? Because this is technically a smell-based check, but
Where this is a smell-based check, but it is a memory of your regular body,
it's
I
more
would
of
say,
a recall thing.
yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
no on that. So there's at least two, maybe more species. You're not able to separate the smells well enough to be able to identify them. You're familiar with one, you know that, and it's like at the tip of your tongue trying to identify it. But it's too mixed in with the other scents, so you're not able to identify it fully.
Can I relay this to Winston because he speaks animal?
So Winston has the ability to ensure that
You can
animals.
speak to me, but I can't understand you.
Correct.
Right.
He has no special ability to understand animals.
Ah,
To be fair,
Didn't
you don't know that,
speak
so
with
you might
animals.
just like look at him, just start staring at him.
woof! I'll just stand wherever I'm standing. I assume it's like over here-ish.
Yeah.
Are you staring at me as you wolf?
Yep.
Oh, what? Do you want me to come over there?
What is it, Lassie?
Did Timmy fall down the well?
Man. I wish Enki could speak. That would make things way easy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna saunter over to fellow wolf and just try to see if I can find any tracks or anything around.
Do the 2 cents go in the same direction, or do they kind of diverge?
They both head almost due north of this location. Well, northwest.
Alright. I'll take... when Winston gets over here and I have his attention, I'll like sniff the ground, and then I'll keep sniffing, and then I point north.
Regular bloodhound. Is Winston intelligent enough to recognize what's going on here?
I mean, that depends on what you define as intelligence. This is kind of like, I don't know.
I think this would
Maybe
fall under
animal
wisdom,
behavior.
which I believe Winston's pretty good in. So
I mean, I would assume that where I grew up, there were probably some amount of not necessarily domesticated wolves, but friendly wolves.
yeah,
That probably helped with certain things, and I might recognize it.
yeah, I'd agree with that. Absolutely.
I think Winston would like know enough to pretend like he's got to know some things, otherwise he wouldn't think that the animals talk back to him, right?
I never said that. I thought they talked back to me.
No. Well, it seems that you present it that way.
No, I talk to animals and I talk to the trees. That's what I do.
I speak with the trees.
I
never
can
said
talk
that
to
they could
animals.
Speak back.
Hey,
The
duck.
trees.
I have never once claimed or acted like I ever got a reply. I just simply talked to them.
True. It just seems that way. Like that's my Ames's
That's
interpretation
Ames's assumption.
is that they talk back, or you think that they talk back.
Perfectly fine.
Mhm.
Works for me. Can I like lean down and see if I can find any tracks or recognize any sense as this wolf is just sniffing his face off?
Yeah, you can try and get tracks. It'd be survival, but it'd be at major disadvantage because of the growth that happened after
Right.
the tracks were made.
Thanks, Phil.
I saved your wife.
You shaved my wife? You are not able to find. It's too overgrown to be able to find any sort of
Mhm.
tracks.
I'm just gonna look back at him and be like, I don't see anything, but if you have a direction we should follow, then after they're done poking at the body, I suppose we should go that way.
I'll nod.
Are you guys done poking at the goblin body?
Yeah, I found
Yep.
some more of those. I found a little shard of that black stone that was in the owlbear's in this one's wound. Also, are these the same crossbow bolts as the ones that we found in uh the people that were traveling?
Yes.
Um, and I originally thought that I guess the caravan that we saw before, I thought that they were killed by these goblins, but whatever killed that caravan also killed this goblin. So I'm not.
Well, if I run out of arrows, wouldn't you want to just like grab one of their arrows and shoot back? Ames does. So
Uh,
maybe he was
If
killed by.
if there's a bow made for me and a bow made for Oscar, I don't think those arrows are going to be interchangeable. The goblins are pretty tiny compared to the humans.
Yeah, but there was a kid over there. Kid bow.
Who in their right mind is going to give a kid a crossbow with
Well,
real ammunition?
they're traveling. Sometimes, I mean, I learned how to shoot weapons. I learned weapons at a very young age.
But probably in a controlled environment, not on a caravan traversing through the wilds.
Well, yes, I'd never been on a caravan before until recently.
Really quick, what direction was the body facing when we
He was
came
face
upon it?
down with his head heading south.
Okay. So it seems as though he was killed from something from the north, so not from the caravan side.
Well, Fell
So I'm
seems
not.
to have a scent that way as well.
Oh, okay. Well, then I think that's where we need to head then. And so how big is that piece of the black stone?
Probably like a thumbnail. It's not big at all.
Okay.
Yep.
Go
It
ahead.
was a piece not attached to the crossbow bolt, right? It was separate.
Yeah, it was just
So there are no crossbow bolts.
So I'm sorry, the arrow.
Wait.
They look like crossbow bolt wounds, but
They
they're
yes, and with your medicine check at 21, you are able to. Yes, they are crossbow bolt wounds because crossbow bolt and arrow wounds are very different.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought that there was still a crossbow bolt
No,
in there.
no,
Okay.
the crossbows, the bolts have been retrieved.
Okay.
One of them you had. We had one of the bolts because you said it was shot with the same black stuff
Yes,
as the
The stone
owlbears.
was separate.
Oh, the stone was separate. Okay.
The stone is not attached to the crossbow bolt as far as we're aware.
Eh.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Didn't someone else gather up some of this black stone before?
woof.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Yeah, I
Also,
think it
the
was though.
other one, you just hear Winston very angrily say,
Oh, right, Ace. You gathered up quite a bit of it, if I remember right. Okay. Then I'll just Well, I don't know what I should do with this. It's probably not good to keep out in nature.
Eat it.
Yeah, Karak's gonna definitely not do that.
I'll eat it.
Just tuck it away in your
No.
shell.
That's all not great ideas. I'm just gonna. I guess I'll pull out a little sack that I have in my bag and just tuck it away in there for the time being.
Dexterity check.
Right, seriously.
Okay. Thel, you are able to start heading. It's kind of the direction that it's taking you.
Yeah, I'm trying to rotate my character. But the little thing is in the way. How do you do it again? Is it Q, E, Z?
Oh, I always forget about that.
I just use my mouse.
Okay. This is going to take you off the map to continue following it. Now, here's my question. I need to check something real quick. Okay, you are still in the thick growth. As you follow the scent and you work your way outside of the growth finally,
Mm-hmm.
there are some deep impressions in the dirt. Something very heavy with cloven feet came through this way, both forward and back. The ground's pretty chewed up, so at glance you're not able to tell how many, but there's definitely more than one.
Okay. I'll wait. Like, once I see them, I'll sit and wait for Winston to see them. I'll also check the air for the smell of cinnamon.
No cinnamon.
So there were large footprints.
Yeah,
Large cloven footprints.
so not quite moose, but much bigger than deer.
Like elk.
But Panda, I think knows, but I don't think Winston would have had any interaction with satyrs. I would assume is what this is probably.
With what?
Satyrs,
Satyrs.
Okay,
fawns.
I don't know what those are.
goat people.
Fairies.
P Stabs doesn't know. Oh, goat people. Okay. Oh, great! More things for me to be racist about.
Speed
Well,
running
they're also
racism.
They're also not normal, like material plane people.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
don't think that they're as big as Minotaur. I assume that would be much bigger.
I guess we'll keep following the tracks.
Okay, nobody's examining them.
I'm going
Just-
to, yes.
Okay. All right. Give me a
Lean
survival
down
check.
and-
It's no longer a disadvantage because you're not in the.
Dude, my survival checks are top notch.
Yeah, you're not able to glean any further information than what I've already given you.
Can I see if it matches the one I saw outside over by the cinnamon area?
Well, yeah. I mean, you would have to find a clear one, right? Because these are all pretty smashed together.
Uh-huh.
You would have to find a clear one. Which, give me a luck check. See if you can find one.
There's an error with your formula.
Yeah, you're able to find one. These ones are much larger than the one you saw previously.
Then yeah, I guess we'll keep following. I don't think anyone else. Did anyone else want to investigate?
I mean,
No.
I could, but I think you guys have already. Amelia wouldn't know anything from here.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we just keep going.
Okay. Trying to remember the terrain here. So you follow them. You are able to follow the tracks all the way to a river, a shallow creek, and they disappear into the water, and then they do not appear on the other side.
Okay, can I walk to the other side of the creek and see if I smell them?
Yeah, go for it.
Make a couple walks up and down.
Walking up and down the other side, you can go ahead and make a check to see if you can smell them. So yeah, on the opposite bank from where you're at, you walk up about 120 feet up the bank. You go about 150 or so back. You're not picking up any of the smell anymore.
Okay. I'll walk back to my party, sit down, and shake my head.
By chance, what do the pebbles in this little river creek thing look like?
They're gray with some blue mixed in and
with
white
little white
veins.
things? So Amelia looks at the pebbles, and she kind of kicks them a little bit with her foot. She pulls the one out of her pocket in the palm of her hand, and she looks at it, and she says, "Well, the pebble came from the river." And she puts it back in her pocket.
How'd they throw it that far?
I don't know.
When did you wander out here?
I didn't, but do you see this dot on my face here? And she points to her forehead.
The green one?
No, right in the middle here, right between my eyebrows.
Really hard.
It might be it's gone by now. I don't know, but I got hit with a rock yesterday while we were inside while I was sitting at the campfire. I got hit with a rock. Look, this one here in my pocket, and it made me bleed.
How did we not see you sleepwalk out here? That's
I didn't. It was during. No, I wasn't sleeping. We were talking about when, just as Eska got his bag pranked by Kurik.
Wait, your bag was pranked?
Yeah,
again.
Yeah, Kurik likes to put slime in our bags.
It wasn't Kurik.
I didn't do that.
Eska, why are you changing teams all of a sudden?
I was never on
You lied to me?
about that.
You lied to me.
You.
You lied to me.
I didn't think it was Kurik. But then you almost had me convinced with your compelling accusations, but I still don't think it was Kurik.
You lied to me.
It's a wonder you guys are all still together.
I know, after this.
You're telling me.
I just don't trust anyone anymore.
Yeah, and it kind of hurts.
Yeah, Amelia's sad, she looks a little despondent, like her heart's just been broken. She looks up at Eska every once in a while, and she's just like, she looks hurt.
Can I look up and down river to see if I see any means of tracking them, knowing that typically you traverse up or down river to lose tracking by scent and by tracks and that kind of thing?
Yeah. How far up and down river are you going to go?
Just each direction about 60 to 80 feet.
Okay. No, you don't find any prints coming out. You do know. Excuse me, sorry. You are familiar with this creek. This is your area where you live. This creek is fairly shallow.
Mm-hmm.
It never gets much above maybe knee height to a normal human, so about the middle of your calves. It's just a real shallow. It's a very shallow creek. It only lasts during the summers, with the runoff and whatnot, and then late fall it will start to dry up.
Mm-hmm. It is very
So
much a crick.
yeah, and it would be easy. It's very gravelly the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
It would be very easily traversed for as far as anybody wanted to go.
But so the height of the water is not abnormal though.
No, it's not abnormally high or
Okay,
low.
Okay.
So what I'm pointing out is anybody could get into the water and go up or
Mhm.
downstream without much
Right.
effort. It's not a strong flow, and it's not deep enough that it would cause problems for anybody who is medium size or larger. Like Eska would have problems because he's small, but there's not
Mhm.
enough of a current that it would be a big problem.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know what abouts would be up or down river any significant distance in terms of potential caves or groves or villages or like hermits that live out in the area?
You're for the most part you're the only hermit.
Okay.
Is Winston's house nearby? Can we go visit it? Does he have cinnamon there?
I don't think so.
That wasn't a
Um,
serious question anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
it
There's
was.
some rocky outcroppings. Probably another half to 3/4 miles north of you. And if
Mhm.
you're to turn south, um, the creek goes into kind of like a bit of a swampy marshlands that is traversable. It's just slow going once you get into it.
I'll relay all that back to the group and just add it's hard to tell which direction they went, but they're smart enough to know using the water to dampen their scent and not be followed.
So now,
So, not deer then.
No. Obviously things with intelligence.
Hey guys, sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. I'm not feeling super great.
Good night, J-Dog.
Night,
Hey, you have a good
J-Dog.
night, man. All right, guys. Now that Mom's gone, you can do all the drugs you want.
Yep. Totally pranked my bag.
Mom's out of the house. Quick, throw a house party.
Yeah.
Oh no, Mom, you're back early. Crap.
Oh no. We better clean up fast. So we don't really know anything then, is basically what we've got so far. Which way are we gonna head? North
I mean,
or like
you guys actually have Winston's had some really good info, and so has uh, um, Thel. Like they've both gotten some really good insight, and they're spot on with their insight.
been sharing it with all of us? Yes, right? So what do we can we recap at a character a little bit what we know here, because Ames is about P stabs is a little bit confused.
Mhm.
Hello, Thel and Panda. Geo Panda.
Let's see. So far, we have found a goblin that
Yep.
was killed.
With the black
alongside-
stone. Or there was a
Uh-huh.
black stone that we found in the owlbears.
Yep. Followed the trail up north. We found footprints of hoofed animals that are larger than a deer, smaller than a moose.
Okay. And now, do we know what Panda said was that they were goatmen or whatever? Do we know that or no?
No, that's not
That was
a
That-
Panda
character thing.
speculating.
That's
Yeah.
panda brain knowledge, not
Not Winston.
Winston
Okay.
knowledge. No.
Okay.
Yep. Tracks
And
lead all the
then-
way up to the river. Now, there are 2 scents, which would mean something is probably riding something.
Okay.
Or 2 separate things working together.
Yeah.
Or could they be opposing each other then? Like, let's pretend whatever these hoof prints are is following goblins, maybe.
As far as we can tell, I don't think he excluded this detail, but the only tracks we found were of those moose things. So,
Well,
if there are 2 scents and 1 thing of tracks, that means one was riding another.
unless the moose tracks like covered up the other tracks.
Or they're both of the same race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Amelia would like to
also-
put those 3 things out there then. Maybe one's chasing. She's going to say maybe the moose are chasing the goblins. And then you can say the thing about the
Well,
footprint.
I highly doubt they would be this careful and cautious to travel via the water. If they were
who, the
chasing one
goblins?
another. Yes.
Oh.
They're not exactly known for their planning strategies.
I suppose if you're trying to run away, water is going to slow you down.
Especially if you're smaller.
Yeah. But but going in the water hides their tracks, right? And we lose sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but that's also assuming that the goblins are smart enough to know that whatever was following them was tracking them by scent. And like I said, goblins are not always the smartest.
And the other thing to remember, well, I guess,
This stuff I just sent you, only you could possibly know.
yeah, that's true, and I couldn't have possibly have told them.
Correct.
You can't tell us because woof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, all unwild shape. And then I'll just mention that there are no, after we left that dead goblin behind, there haven't been any goblin scents all the way up to here. Whatever the 2 animals are, they're not goblins.
Are they owlbears? Are there more owlbears? They would fly though, right? That
would
could be
reckon
why
that
there's only
Owl
one.
bears
No, owlbears don't fly.
don't
Oh.
fly.
And they have, and you would know this, right? Because you've seen them. They don't have like wings or anything. They're bears with an owl
Bear
head.
bodies.
Yeah.
I liked it better when they were bear heads and owl bodies.
Yeah.
Those are
Because it made-
bear owls.
Yeah, those are
Because
the bear
yeah.
owls. They're
made
more
sense then.
common down south.
What if what they were chasing was flying?
I mean, if they're flying and they're chasing something that is flying, the flying thing wouldn't run down a river to try and lose things. It would just
Oh.
fly, whichever direction it was trying to go in.
Things are much easier in the city. You just jump into somebody's house, break the door down.
Why would
Murder
you
'em.
do that?
What?
Why would it? Oh, because I've spent more time in cities. Surviving the city is easier, I think, or
No, why
cleaner.
would you break into someone's house?
Oh, you're not breaking in necessarily, but sometimes you have to hide. So you just nearest place works.
That's a crime. Do you commit crimes on a regular basis?
Yes and no.
That's just yes.
No, not always a crime.
Nope. I'm pretty sure that's just a crime.
No, I don't think so. So, which way do we
you
want to
own
go?
the house you're hiding in? If the answer is no, that's not
Winston.
legal. Yes.
Winston. Sometimes you have to borrow houses.
That's not borrowing.
Do you know what
Borrowing
borrowing?
requires asking for permission and getting
Yeah.
that permission.
You break in. You stay the
That's-
night.
Nope.
When they come home in the
that's
morning, you ask
already
for
against the
permission.
law.
No, It's fine. Everything is fine. I've never been arrested for breaking and entering.
It's just because you've
You're
never been
dating a
caught.
cop.
Why would you
Winston?
break into someone's house when you could just sleep down in the sewers?
Because the sewers are gross.
Why would you sleep in the
Sewers are
sewers when you
not
can sleep
gross.
under the stars?
Well, now we have these weird moose things that could possibly be killing things. I think the woods are dangerous. So are we just gonna, like, Amelia pulls a coin out of her purse or out of her bag, and she's like, are we just gonna toss a coin as to which way we go?
No, I think we just give up.
I ask her. Okay, I mean, we can continue on to try. Weren't we supposed to look for owlbears originally?
I mean, we found owl bears.
But are they
Yeah.
the owlbears that Winston wanted us to find?
This is not where the hunters were.
Were the
Killed,
hunters
so-
up north more?
Yes.
Does this river run north-south?
Yeah, mostly.
The upstream is north.
Well, why don't we follow the river northways then?
We
We
could
have to
very
follow
well
the
do that.
current.
What'd you
You
say,
said
Eska?
we should follow the current,
Yeah, why not?
but the
The hunters.
so if we follow the current, it goes into this marshy swampland that will definitely be very difficult for you to traverse.
And to be honest, we've been following north almost entirely this time. It would be a little weird to just go back south.
Yeah, Eska.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't want to swim against the current, so either
I'm not
Well,
gonna
not
swim.
Swimming, it's it's literally like up to like half of my calf. You're the only one who would have to swim.
well they wouldn't. Okay, well they wouldn't
This-
walk against the current.
This is
then.
this is a creek.
Oh.
Not? It's very. It's not like it's a rushing river. It's very small.
Yeah,
easy to
there's
walk.
there's not much of a current here.
You might have to ride, or walk along the shore, but we could all walk along the shore. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, either they went with the current or they crossed, and there might be tracks on the other side.
We already
But-
checked the other side of the river. There's no tracks and no sense.
I have a theory.
Yep.
What if these moose things, the moose riders, took the black stones?
Musketeers.
Yeah, the moose riders, yeah.
The-
Who made these tracks? And Amelia points at the ground. And her eyes start to get wide. You guys have seen this look before. Winston has not, probably. You're about, you know, she's about to come out with something like weird for her. You know, she's got a story. She's figured this out in her head. Her eyes start to get wide, a little bit wide with excitement, and she says, "The Moose Riders. What if the Moose Riders shot the goblins with this black stuff, the black stones, and the black stones turned the goblins crazy, and then the goblins went after the owlbears, and then the owlbears grew extra of this black stuff from the cinnamon drink." And the Moose Riders are trying to take over the world, and they came through a portal. That's what I think happened. And she looks
you
all
are
proud of herself.
Absolutely out of your mind.
I am not. Winston, you take that back. This is very legitimately could be exactly what happened. I mean, we have moose prints, we
I
have a
don't think
goblin.
you
have
understand what the
black rock.
word legitimately means.
I think you are wrong on that, sir. I am a bard. I have traveled across this world. Well, maybe not this one. Across
Shall
my
we
world.
head north, fellas?
Amelia's still talking. I've traveled lots, and I am very articulate, and I can sing very well, and I also play my flute.
I'm just gonna pick her up and start walking north. And just like hold her like a mom cat would hold a baby cat, like
Oh,
by
by
the
the
back
scruff
of
of
her
my neck.
shirt. Yeah, by the back of your shirt, like mid back of your shirt, just carrying you.
Okay. And Amelia's still talking, by the way.
Yep.
And I'm 100%, and I'm right on this, right? We have the moose prints right here, and whoever's riding these moose, because remember, Fel said 2 smells, so whoever it is that's riding the moose, which is not the goblins, maybe it's the giant rats. The giant rats maybe ride the moose, and then they infected everybody with these black stones, and the black stones are the black stones are magical, and they came through the portal.
Dude, P
All right,
Stabs,
this is
I'm
how
gonna
it's
have
gonna
you
be.
write my next adventure. This is way better than anything I could think up.
Why don't you just play in one that I do?
Dude, I'd be down for that.
Hell
And then
yeah!
we can derail everything she wants.
Yeah, I love it. By being logical, though.
Mm-hmm.
Winston.
Yes.
Can you put me down? I have legs.
Yes, but you were talking and we needed to start moving.
Well, I can walk and talk at the same time.
Oh, good.
I'm just going to continue to carry her.
Winston, what if you wreck my shirt, Winston? I don't have a spare shirt with me. Winston? Can Amelia kick or something, or like try to move around?
Oh, for sure.
Like, what do I need to roll to get out of his grasp?
If you're trying to just get out of his grasp, it'd be either in athletics or in acrobatics.
All right.
And the DC'd probably be fairly low because he's not like trying to hold you like aggressively. Unless, Winston, you're going to turn this into a grapple.
No, if she wants to squirm and squeal and drop out of my hands and land on her face, it's up to her.
That's exactly what she'll do. You are able to weasel your way out of his grip. And you land and you stumble a little bit. You don't fall down, but you do stumble a little bit. And then you're able to walk on your own.
You know, just for this, Winston, I'm going to write you a song.
Sing us a song.
And then I imagine that Kurek would say, yeah, this is wonderful. Her songs are so great. Because I'm writing him a song.
Oh, joy.
Have you ever had a song written about you before, Winston?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, then don't say so sarcastically.
Oh, joy.
Oh, and Amelia turns. She is walking backwards. She turns on her heel and skips a little bit.
Yo, you never wrote me a song.
I don't talk to you, traitor.
Okay. Unless you guys have more conversation to have, you'll fall. How far are you going to follow this river?
We should do more checks and stuff. Do we still see footprints?
You haven't seen footprints since they went into the water.
Because they went into the river.
At least until we get to the overhangs heading north.
Okay. So that about 3/4 mile to get to the rocky areas.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a map that we're supposed to be able to see that Winston somehow sees?
No.
No.
Oh.
I told
I'm just remembering his description.
Okay. You're smarter than me. I don't remember the description.
So yeah, you got it takes you a little while. The softer banks, right? They make for a little bit slower going than normal, but 20 minutes you're able to make it to kind of where the stream starts to get a little rougher as it has little ups. Again, it's still a very gentle stream. It doesn't have any like waterfalls above 1.5 feet. Nothing. It's and it goes up into some rocky hills.
Nothing unusual around here, disturbed.
Not that you've seen, and not. What's your passive perception?
11.
Not that you've seen.
Have I seen anything weird? I'm a nature druid too.
Walk as well.
Have
Like,
I
I'm
seen
definitely
anything
not
weird?
just like trudging along, not paying attention. I'm actively just looking.
Well, give me some checks. Whoever's looking, if you're looking for tracks, it's probably going to be a survival check of some sort. Yeah, I'd say probably survival for that.
I'm due. I'm positive. Over a 10. That's all I want. Just over a 10. I haven't had a...
I have not, T-Rex. Oof.
You've rolled 2? Like, every single time this entire campaign.
There's been a lot of low rolls out of Winston.
Rolled a 2, a 3, a 2.
Can Amelia roll? She's thinking about a song in her head, so she's a little bit distracted. But she's also looking around wildly to try to make sure that her assumptions that she's created in her brain are correct. So is that like what would she be looking at?
So you're
She's looking for things. She's looking for black stones. She's looking for crossbow bolts. She's looking for goblins. She's looking for giant rats. She's looking for moose riders.
Perception is your
owlbear.
best bet for that.
Okay.
Trying to materialize the fiction she's created in her mind.
Yeah,
in
pretty
reality.
much. Exactly. She's looking for everything that she was looking for.
Okay. You haven't seen any rodents of unusual size. You're not sure they exist.
Well, that's true.
And Geo, is Stella 4 doing anything? Or rather,
It's not with advantage, but it's a 22. I'm just looking for things that have upset the local ecosystem.
Such as what?
We're upsetting the local ecosystem.
Goblins aren't native to this particular area. Just basically anything that would be kind of out of place for this particular area. Signs of people, signs of camping.
You haven't seen any signs of people are camping. You haven't seen, like, you know, when people travel, they tend to leave things behind. They leave real deep tracks because they're carts and stuff. You have not seen anything like that. You haven't seen smoldering campfires. You haven't seen anything of that nature as you've been walking along this bank. Along the bank you're at, for the most part, things seem pretty natural. There's not a lot of animals in the area, which that is a little weird. But that could also be attributed to the fact that you guys are here.
Yeah.
So, but you're not noticing stuff like that's afflicting like nature, like what you're looking for. There's not anything like that you've seen.
So all in all, a pretty heckin' normal trip upriver.
For the most part, yeah. You guys are almost into the rocky parts, where there's no longer dirt and gravel and stuff on the side, where it just kind of gets more hard stone and hard ground. There's also less trees and bushes up this way as well.
Well, we're almost to the rocks, which would be a good place for someone to potentially hide.
Should we maybe look around or move cautiously? Or I could start playing my flute and it'll pull them out if there's any people around.
Before that, Eska, what are you doing on this trip?
I don't think I'm nearly as useful as anyone else, other than just a flat perception check to see if I see anything or hear anything around.
Okay. Let's see what you got. Yeah, you're right. Being a city boy, having grown up and not done much traveling in the woods and the wilds, you're not seeing anything too terribly out of place.
You're like me.
Yeah.
We only survive in the cities.
The only hunting you do is for a good beignet in the morning.
Sometimes for a murder house.
It's true. Though to be fair, Eska hasn't gone searching for a murder house.
I have not.
Yeah, Eska and I haven't gotten up to very much other than him almost dying and us being drugged up and, not like
You
Zoot
won't
Suit.
find him. Okay. What's the plan? Geo says he'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
My plan would be Winston said that there could be creatures hiding behind the rocks and stuff, right? So Amelia thinks there's two ways to handle it. We either go through and cautiously keep an eye out for things that could ambush us, or we try to pull them out by making a lot of noise and looking like we're distracted, but really ready for them. That's the plan she wants to go with. That's what I think we should go with. I think we should just tell them that we're like, let's pretend we're not ready, but we're really ready. We're ready for a fight.
Gotcha. So a little bit of decepting.
Yeah.
Some trickeration.
Let's pretend.
I love that idea.
Yeah, right, Esk? It's a good idea. What do you think, Winston? Can you be ready?
Not.
Why not?
If there's anything I've learned from helping people hunt animals and track down animals, it's that giving up your element of surprise is putting yourself at a disadvantage.
But we're surprising them by being unsurprisable. We're expecting an ambush.
But that's to say, if they come about the ambush the way you are expecting, they could very well surprise you as well.
You just said goblins weren't very smart.
We're not tracking goblins. Fella literally said he got no more goblin scent after we got out of the... After we passed that last goblin.
I think I missed that part. Ask, did he say that?
Yeah, he did say that.
Okay.
Before they told me that I was too weak to just walk in the river.
Yeah, it's not that you're too weak, little friend. It's that you're too short.
Short equals weak.
Oh, okay. Hey. Nags also didn't like that.
Poor Nags. I'm only 5'4", so
Nags will remember this.
Yeah.
P Stabs is only 5'4", Nags. So there you go.
He's only 9'4".
Yeah, exactly.
It's just taller and Andre the Giant.
Yeah, that was in Maple Bucks.
In Maple Bucks.
Yeah.
And your loonies and toonies.
Yeah, my conversions. Anyway.
Kills me that you guys don't take the balloons. That's just the worst.
Well, we have a bunch of squares in our country, a little conservative and stuff. Not much fun. Bella's pooping, I think.
I'm back.
Are you back? Okay, so Amelia has proposed two different choices of action here, courses of action. One is to just be cautiously, extra cautious and proceed ahead and pretend you're not going to get ambushed, but be wary and one will happen. The other thing that Amelia has suggested, which Eska agreed to, by the way, Winston says no, is to look like we're not paying attention. So, Amelia pulls out her flute, and then they ambush us, but we're really expecting an ambush. So, we're deceiving them with our deceptionness.
I'd rather proceed with caution.
Wow. You guys are
That's
boring. Right?
I love how both the city folk are like, hey, this is a great idea.
Yeah, it was really good.
And honestly, this idea is not terrible if you're, in the city trying to find a pickpocket or something, right? You make yourself a target.
The surprise is that you're not surprised.
Yes.
Yeah. But in the wild,
Yeah.
I mean, that's also, see, have you guys never tried it? Have you tried it my way before ever?
We also don't know what we're up against.
I assumed goblins, but you said no, and Thel hadn't smelled goblins. Thel, what did you smell? What? Ooh, Thel, why don't you poof magico, become a wolf again, and then deep smell everything around us? Oh, wait.
I'll wait.
Is she always like this?
Probably.
Amelia just kind of looks at Winston. Are you always like that?
Curious? Yes.
Same.
Cautious? Yes.
No. That's a little reckless.
Not saying.
I can be a little reckless at times, yes. But it's never ended badly. I mean, I got arrested. I'm still alive. I just had to pay a fine.
So your actions have never gotten anyone killed before?
Oh, not anyone. My actions haven't gotten anybody killed. No. Intentionally. And she thinks for a minute, and you can see she starts counting on her fingers, and then she's gone through her hands twice, like both hands twice. She's counting, and she goes,
I think you intentionally killed some bandits.
oh, no, we're not talking about those guys. The
We're
other
talking
bad
about
guys, I already
people
told
that
you.
you may be close to.
Yeah. No, that was Darius's fault.
What's a Darius?
This priest, I think? This tiefling that I knew. No, nothing. No, nobody. No, that was Zook's fault. That wasn't mine.
Well,
No.
if you didn't stop it, it's also partially your fault.
I couldn't stop it. They just took him away. He was doing necromancy and blood magic and things.
Why were you around someone who did necromancy?
Well, 'cause he's a nice guy.
In what world is someone who practices necromantic arts nice?
Well, he never tried to murder me and reanimate me.
To quote you, yet.
Well, I mean, Belle, are you just gonna let them talk about Zook like that?
I think this conversation is a little off topic.
You're off
Agreed.
topic.
We can
These guys don't like
conversate
fun.
about this later.
Fine,
Yep.
let's go find the owlbears.
Stop. Everyone
Wait.
keep walking.
Wait,
Just,
Because
there's a shadow. Up ahead, way up ahead. A couple 100 feet maybe. It looks like a person. I'm
Sure
gonna
that's
point.
not our shadows? Amelia looks up to try and find the sun.
It's right across the river. Just don't make it obvious. Amelia,
So-
Anybody who's
right
trying
now,
to
your plan's
look
happening
will
right
need to
now.
make a deception check to not be obvious.
So look casually. Okay.
Yep, your
Okay.
plan's happening right now.
Alright, we can do this.
Unfolding.
Amelia kind of looks around. Slyly tries to, she turns her eyes before she turns her head.
of course now I roll high.
All right. You can both now make perception checks. Winston, yours can be at advantage.
Damn.
Winston.
can I make a perception check too?
Why?
Because I'm telling Enki telepathically to go investigate.
Do
I
I see
apologize.
anything-
My wife came in and started talking to me. I didn't hear what you
Oh.
asked.
Wow, bad wife.
Doesn't she know this is serious business?
Yes.
I'm telling Enki telepathically to go investigate.
Okay.
I
So-
want to know what the 19. I win with the 19.
You see the shadow that he's talking about.
Is it big or tall?
From this
Or
distance,
small.
it's kind of hard to discern.
But I see there's a humanoid shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Amelia whispers excitedly. Is it a goblin? Aska, what do you think it is? I see it.
It's a shadow. I don't know.
Well,
That's so
shadows
far
aren't their
away.
own thing. Also, how did you see it? Do rabbit folk have really good eyes?
Yeah, it's the carrots.
Well, at least they're not green. Winston, do you see it?
See what?
The shadow.
What shadow?
Don't look too quick. Don't look closely. Or don't look quickly. You have to look, but not make it look like you're looking.
Look at what?
The shadow. Shh.
What shadow are you talking about?
Amelia, very, casually and with a very small gesture points, her index finger towards the shadow, but she barely moves her finger. That over there. Right there.
Do I see said shadow finally?
You get another shot at with advantage. It's far enough off that it's still difficult to see.
Okay.
There you go. Yes,
Oh,
you do see
you
it.
can see it. See it. Did you see? Winston, do you see it? What
At
is
this
it?
distance, I assume I can't judge the size of the shadow.
No.
Is it
You imagine
moving
it's
at all, or is
smaller
it
than you,
still?
though.
Right. Okay. Is it moving or is it still?
It doesn't appear to be moving at the moment.
And it's on the other side of the river, you said?
Mm-hmm.
And it's
And
humanoid?
above you, in
So
the
it's
terrain.
like nestled in one of the outcroppings
Mm-hmm.
further up. Well, that doesn't bode well.
I think it is.
It's something that probably doesn't want us here.
Can Amelia pull her hammer out? Or kind of like put it in her hand?
But the longer we stay here, the longer it has to watch us.
Well, why don't we watch it? But from closer.
I'll need the whole party to give me deception checks.
Are we deceiving ourselves right now?
No,
We're
you're.
deceiving the shadow.
Yeah,
I
you
assume
guys have
he's
been
I
taking
don't-
standing
that as
around
us moving
talking a lot
closer.
longer.
Get ready for a fucking fight.
That's what I'm thinking. Amelia wants to pull out her hammer. She's gonna grab it and put it in her hand. If that's alright.
Yeah. Gio, what's your deception check?
Me? What am I doing? I'm just staring in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Oh no, suspiciously staring in the
Yeah.
opposite direction.
Yeah.
Well,
Not doing anything.
Well, to
more
be
so
fair,
us
Eska and Winston are
trying-
like, don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Yeah.
Don't look at what?
Yeah.
Don't look at that. Oh crap.
Looks
I mean,
casual.
Silver's not tempted because he's already trying to look at it.
Yeah.
Do we move forward now? Do we walk closer? Should we go closer to it?
It's either
So
that or run.
It disappears.
I think we should go check where it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'd like to move
Okay.
towards it. Wherever it was, approximately.
Mhm.
With my hammer in my hand.
Okay.
What do I need to do?
To cross the river.
Okay.
No, there's no check to cross the river unless you're trying to hop it.
I'm just gonna slog through.
Yeah, there's no check needed.
So I slog through the river and go to where I thought the shadow was and look around.
It'll take you a few minutes to get up to where the shadow was, just because of the terrain that you're walking on.
Okay.
It does get a little bit rocky and bouldery in this part.
Okay.
But you are able to get up there after a few minutes where you think you saw the shadow.
Okay.
I'm
What are you
also
guys looking
following
for?
behind her? Yeah.
I'm looking to see if there's like footprints or like signs of a person. Like we all saw it, so I don't think it was just my imagination.
Okay.
Or Amelia's imagination. So she just wants to see if there was a person there or is a person nearby. Maybe they're crouched around or something. So she wants to look all around the rocks in the area, if there's any locations that creatures could hide in, humanoid creatures. Just for general information, because again, she's a city person, doesn't know what the hell she's looking for, really. But she does know that you can hide sometimes.
Okay.
What do I roll? Anything?
Investigation would be the one.
Okay. Whoops, wrong screen. Investigation. Oh, yeah, she's real good at looking at the rocks. There's a rock. It's also gray. There's some grass, which, assuming is green. Maybe a little bit wet. Winston, I don't see anything interesting.
Are there any like natural egress points from here, or
Give me
that was like
investigation or
So, what Enki saw is the creature slid off the slope and then got onto its mount. Its mount is kind of like a boar, except for much, much bigger. He ran off northwest.
well shit.
yeah, you're able to find the egress point where he took off. It's very cleverly hidden. It's not something that you would notice on casual glancing, but you do spot it as you look for it where it's at. It's a spot in between two rocks that, when you're about 5 or 6 feet away, doesn't look like anything could fit in there. But as you get closer, right, it's kind of like one of those little optical illusions you see in the halls, where it looks like it's all one wall, but as you get close, you can tell there's hallways. It's the same thing, but with the rocks.
Okay.
And then going down that, it is wide enough for you to fit through it if you angle your shoulders just a little bit.
All right.
Everybody else can walk through just fine.
Normal.
This is clever. Do you
And
think this is natural like this?
Fel, did your bird fairy tell you what exactly it was that jumped on the back of that boar?
I don't believe so. Humanoid. He was flying pretty high up.
He was flying?
No,
Oh, your
Enki
bird.
was
Got
flying.
it. Okay. Yes. The bird, right. The person.
Yep.
Well, it would need a boar if it could fly.
Oh shit. And that thing probably travels much faster than the rest of us.
Yep.
Well, do we track it? Should we track it? Or do we continue to head towards the camp?
I
No,
believe we
are
track it.
tracking the thing that is the camp we were also tracking.
And
We
now
are
it's
now
not
on
enough.
a trail again.
Okay. But it went in a different direction, didn't it?
It went.
Did it
We've
go in
been
the same
headed
direction
north.
as the camp?
It's
Yeah, we've
now
gone
going-
north.
There is no camp.
The hunters. We were headed towards the hunters' camp, were we not?
We
There
just
was
said
no,
the hunter's camp was north.
There
Yeah.
was no camp for the hunters. They were just out hunting, and they
Oh,
got
well,
ambushed by
okay.
owl bears.
But yeah, I think we should start heading in the direction he ran off in. Sooner rather than later.
Okay.
Especially if he may be linked to the other owl bears from earlier. Well, shall we
Yep.
pursue?
I think so.
Yeah,
So Amelia puts her hammer back away.
Okay.
And by away, I mean however she hold. How do I hold it? I don't even know. Whatever. Magic.
You probably have a loop on your belt.
Okay.
Another thing you notice, Winston, with that investigation, there are no fires. There are, except for a little bit of disturbance where the creature ran. There's almost no signs whatsoever that something was here. If you hadn't seen the shadow and you guys hadn't been able to identify where the shadow had been, you would not have been able to find this location. It was whatever it was specifically thinking things through to be avoiding you guys.
Avoiding being tracked and followed.
Okay. And we are actually going to end there for the night. We'll pick up on the trail next week.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody,
I am
for...
the most
What's that?
worthless tracker in existence.
You're a guide, and yep.
You've
Well-
gotten there, though. You've gotten them to the point. You've got
Mhm.
between you and Geo, you guys have gotten there.
Wow, Aska, we're useless.
Yeah, that was
Frickin' city slickers.
really out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
So much dirt. I'm gonna have to clean all my nails.
Pretty much.
That's
I
good
thought the
stuff.
funniest part is when you guys were talking about necromancy, because Thelaphora is a necromancer.
Really?
Yep, he knows
don't think
animate dead.
I don't think I knew that Thelwa did that.
He's never shown it to anybody.
Oh, true. Okay. Well, you could
So
have
in
kept that a
terms-
secret.
Well, I
terms
mean,
of
it's-
good necromancers.
Now you just gotta learn how to separate what you know versus your character knows.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Amelia doesn't know. Amelia just knew Zook did blood magic kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So, and somebody told her that he did necromancy. She never saw that part, so she only saw the blood magic. So,
Are there good necromancers? I don't know. Thelaphora
No, no.
doesn't know.
are you a bad
Yes,
person?
He has a good idea, but
As we sign off, I want to thank everybody who's been here, who's been in stream with us. I want to thank Panda as our guest. We appreciate having him here, and he's been an absolute blast. I want to thank P Stabs and Nags and J Dog, who was here earlier. For they're all streamers. Everybody here is a streamer except for Geo, actually. And so I appreciate everybody being here, and thank you guys. I'm glad we're back to our D&D games again.
Mm-hmm.
So I am excited. So yeah, it's good stuff. Nags is hitting some shout outs for us.
That's
Is
illegal.
he? Yeah.
But what?
What?
Ooh.
Wait, is it Nags RL? Yeah,
Nice.
Nags RL. I think J Dog is just J Dog actually.
No, he's JDog 80890.
Yes,
He was trying to get
but
shout
Oh,
outs.
the
I
command
see
is just
that.
J Dog.
I gotcha.
So,
Hey, Dizzle for shizzle.
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah. Thanks to everybody, and we're gonna wrap it up and be back next week.